Last we left our heroes, you were trekking across the petrified flesh of a dead god in search of a hidden ancient power. Across this diseased landscape, twisted and vile creatures sprouted from the flesh and from the pools of acidic bile that crossed its form. You managed to evade one such group and utilize your group's magic carpet and flying mounts to great effect, avoiding the brunt of the treachery that lay hidden here. After crossing a large flowing river of noxious fumes, you took a brief rest, where Mary posed the thought, does this horrid, goat-headed landscape remind us of anyone? Perhaps the demon lord of undeath and patron to one Gord Dunsworth. At this thought, you begin to return mentally to the adventures of your past and the history that Wildcards have had with this entity. And as you spoke for the first time in your adventures, Gord revealed all. His pact of servitude in exchange for the power to return that which was lost to him, the darkness that kept him prisoner in death as punishment for failure, the persistent influence of Orcus over your adventures in the abyss and beyond, and how once Gord had learned of Tenebrius, the intense need Orcus burdened him with, to learn, to hunt, to claim, and to provide him with whatever this Tenebrius is. As Gord finished and the gaps in your collective tale were filled in, you all pressed onward to whatever endgame lay ahead. A brief and near-deadly encounter with a massive deadly maggot and a quick trek across the immense blade that seemingly struck down this form brought you to the vacant eye socket of the skull. And from within, you saw an eerie green glow. Quietly, you progressed forward within the skull, traveling down a passage of flesh and bone, and then a rise back up where you could tell this light source lay beyond. There's a cavern that opened up before you. Here you halted, and instead decided to send your rogue to scout invisibly to see what dangers lie ahead. As Hondo slipped away from the group, you did indeed see a cavern stretching to the left and right that kind of curves away slightly out of sight. A cavern wall of bone sits roughly 80 to 100 feet across from this kind of rising slope. Where the mouth opens up into this rising slope. And at its base of this wall, Carval, the necromancer, floats, holding a spellbook aloft with a dark bony implement in the offhand. More troubling, though, were the 5 low-chanting undead mages floating in a semicircle around the space, and worse, the source of this glow, the fat, horrid, frightening form of Orcus, the demon lord of undeath seemingly communicating silently with Carval. Hondo returned, relayed this information to you all. Just as he finished doing so, unbeknownst to most of you, the dark words of the demon crept into Gord's mind, issuing the command to finally be free of those last few shackles and to last kill the Wildcards. As Gord processes and ruminates on what he intends to do here, we'll begin with the group at large, as Hondo has delivered this information to you of what he has seen, and in the mere moments afterwards, Hondo, you are still invisible for the next, I don't remember if invisibility is a minute or an hour, but if one of you wants to double check, you'll know how long you're invisible for. You may plan your actions unless Gord wishes to act immediately. So Gord, if you want to do anything right now, now's the time. Otherwise, if you want to let these guys plan and play out, it's your call right now.
I'll let them plan.
Okay. So we'll come back to Gord in a second. As Hondo finishes delivering this information, Gord, you think on what you've been told.
Invisibility lasts 1 hour.
So Hondo, you have 59 minutes of invisibility.
You also have Lavir Star Crown still going.
Which you've pulled pretty far back in the tunnel to stop that beam of light from giving away your position. And you have used, I think, 2 of the crown.
Yep.
So you still have 5 remaining motes of light.
So sweet.
So wait, Hondo, you saw Orcus just chilling in there?
Yes, that is correct. He was talking to Carval.
So let me just run this back. Carval betrayed Orcus because he made a deal with Mephistopheles. That's what we discovered in that book. He was keeping that secret in the hellish safe thing. But now they're chit-chat.
It seems we have been played by someone.
Or maybe Orcus doesn't know the full thing. Maybe they're bartering about something.
I think Orcus is desperate, though. That is for sure.
You'd think if he was really fucking here.
Well, that's my question is, sorry, Kyle. Did you say there was a glow and Orcus was the source of the glow, or the mages were the source of the glow?
Bit of both. But Orcus has a glow around him.
I'm wondering
if that was the focal point of like filling this cavern with light is him, but each of the mages also has light about them as well.
I'm wondering if he's just an illusion or like a projection and not actually there. I don't know. I mean, admittedly, if this is the body of the fucker, maybe he doesn't have it. I don't fucking know. I don't know what to think anymore. How the fuck are we going to handle this though?
Well, our deal says with you know who, we got to get the word switcher up in there. We got to go there. Let's remember when we fought Carval, we got our ass handed to us because he just flew around the whole time, and you tough people couldn't get to him. We had to fucking throw Brawley a bunch of times. Never throw the dwarf.
But she can fly now, so you wouldn't need to throw her. She'd just fly up and bang bang.
How could she fly?
I can't fly.
I would give her fly.
Okay, so that could work. How long does your fly spell last? Do you know?
I just want to add in as well. Crown of Stars lasts for an hour, and you guys had to trek from that fight where you cast it.
Yeah.
For like it's nearing its end.
Okay.
Lavender. So just keep that in mind that you're not exactly sure, but it's in the last couple of minutes. So you're down to the last couple of minutes of this spell.
Okay. I have a feeling that this magic around me is going to wear off, but it lasted pretty long. That's the first time I used that. I think that was like an hour since the last time that we left that other place. But fly for me, typically like 10 minutes. Okay. I mean, she could get a lot of bang bang in 10 minutes.
Ow, Fern, careful. I'm worried too.
I mean, Gord, this is your area of expertise. How the fuck do you want to handle this?
Ting, ting, ting.
Gordo.
I said we fight.
We want to fight?
I like this guy.
Now you're muted there, Kyle. Huh. Jeez.
I don't know if Brock, like, do you mute in between, or like every now and again, I feel like your mic like misses the first word you say. It's just like.
I'm muted until I talk, and then I unmute.
Okay. You want to fight, eh? Okay. Well, we know we're probably Hondo. You're shaking your head no. We know we have to.
We will die if we fight.
Well, you died last time, and
we have no chance. Let's just be honest. We have no chance.
So what do you want to do here, pal?
We leave.
We leave.
If we leave, someone else is going to murder us.
We can't leave because you know why? We made a deal with the devil, which you were fucking gung-ho again, round 2. So we can't. We got to fulfill this.
I think how fucked we are is really going to depend on if that's really Orcus up there, or if he can really do anything about this, or if this is a ceremony still in progress and we need to interrupt it so that he does not come here full form, in which case we need to fucking move.
So maybe we should creep closer, try and hear what they're talking about, and if we do strike, we got to take Carval down. We got to try and incapacitate him. We got to get one of the fighters on him, try and keep him from moving around. Remember, he was just crushing us with area of effect stuff. Who knows what that wand can do?
I want to add one note. Hondo didn't hear them talking to one another. It seemed they were in communication with one another, but it was not verbal.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think you described it like
you hear is the chanting of the 5 mages.
Gotcha. It just looked like they were in a discussion.
It looks like they're facing one another, and Carval is kind of swirling, flying around, and is it like they're locked and engaged with one another, but there's no verbal communication.
Interesting.
So what's our play? Do we try to sneak? Do we send Gordon like he's going to try to talk? Do someone else go in like they're going to try to talk? I mean, immediately those plans never work, but to buy other people time, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they vaguely know we're here. I mean, it wouldn't be. It's probably expected. They've probably been scrying on us. Carval's strong as fuck, right? We know that he's probably has an idea of what's happening.
There's also like a god in there.
Yeah.
Lav's like head keeps lighting up too, like a torch.
This thing seems like this gonna come down. So like, if we're gonna go in there, I kind of want to use one of them. Are we gonna go in there?
Well, hold on. This is not something I don't think we like sprint into. Very wild cards. I think we creep closer.
How do you expect me to creep closer?
I would rather that spell fade than us just fucking run in and you throw stars at something we don't understand. Because you get 1 star off and then, yeah, DM.
In terms of the layout of creeping closer, the reason you guys before had Hondo scout alone is you're in a kind of a tunnel that is a little bit of a snake tunnel that at the end rises up and then opens up into about a 20-foot open mouth that opens directly into this room. There's nowhere to like, you can get to the base of the slope up. It slopes up about 20 feet, where you can get a little closer there for sure. But you're not gonna be able to get into the room without someone seeing you, provided you are just walking and trying to stealth.
I will
It's
say,
an open
Valentine.
mouth.
I will say, Valentine, this is the first time that I've ever seen stars looking at you.
Well, I appreciate that compliment, perhaps.
Didn't get it.
It's just being
Are we gonna vote
severely
on this?
bitten. So yeah, I think we creep close. Obviously, I think we can all just say Hondo's plan of just leaving is not the best idea. But I think we got to go up. Yeah,
I
Mary.
just had a thought.
Yes.
I don't know how magic works.
Okay.
If we're going to try to sneak Lavender in there, someone has a scroll of etherealness.
She does.
Spell.
Yeah, she does.
Out of game, I think it's concentration, which I don't think
I think so.
this Crown of Stars is.
It's not.
It's not.
So, would anyone know if, in theory, she could do that and someone wouldn't see this spell? It's going to be better invisibility because Kyle confirmed last time invisibility wouldn't matter because her stars wouldn't be invisible.
That's right.
But if she's ethereal, technically she and her magic would be in the ethereal plane.
Here in this actually isn't concentration, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Does it end whenever you want, or is it a certain amount of time?
It lasts for 8 hours. You have to use an action to transition between. But I'd like Lavender, Valentine, and Gord to throw me Arcana checks.
Yeah, we can do it on here with D&D Beyond.
Where do I press?
The 12.
Oh, there.
It's a 12 on mine.
31.
Oh, is that a nat
31?
20?
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy
20.
shit.
28.
God damn.
21!
You check the
I mean-
Beyond if you want. It's on there.
I believe
Confirm.
you. I'm just, that's a crazy roll.
Was it a nat 20?
It sure was.
Okay.
Nat 20, baby.
Well, all of you, but somehow Gord gets it better than you. You have the etherealness will close down the light of Lavender's magic, essentially. As it pulls her to a new plane, she'll maintain the spell, and the light will no longer be there as she's in a different plane. You do know, all of you know, some creatures have the ability to see through the planes, such as etherealness. Some creatures have the ability of true sight, to see through invisibility, to see through illusion. You can't recall whether Carval has or had utilized this against you, because I
don't think anyone
remember.
even tried.
Exactly. I don't think
There
you
was
had the
no
opportunity to.
situation.
However,
We didn't do
Gord,
great.
you'd be pretty confident in the fact that that's an ability that Orcus very likely has, or would have.
If he's actually there.
Gotta gamble that.
Other thing, costs an action to use it and then an action to jump out of it. So if you used it and you showed up and you're like, hey, then they could attack you and then you would have a chance to throw your stars.
That's exactly right. So it burns. It's a tough one to use, like basically in combat. It can save you from a lot of shit, but it can burn your action economy.
So Kyle, can you just confirm if she had it, it's not concentration. So does that mean she can go back and forth, or is it like you go there once and then you come back?
Let me just read through the spell.
We've just had this forever, and I just kind of forget. I forget which scrolls we have. Scott, what other scrolls do we have?
We got catapult. We got that one. We got that cool one where you make a projection of yourself that goes and talks to someone. Let me pull it up.
You step into the border regions of the ethereal plane in the area where it overlaps with your current plane. You remain in the border ethereal for the duration or until you use your action to dismiss the spell. So I think you can use your action to come in, and then your action to leave is dismissing the spell.
Other scrolls we have are Speak with Dead, Invisibility, Mislead, Plane Shift Laz have, Etherealness, and Catapult Lav has.
That plane shift is gone because we had to use it when we were in the wizard tower.
That's where we lost it. Okay, let me just edit that quick.
Before we continue with this conversation, I want to just check in with Gord. Do you attempt to communicate back to Orcus, or is your kind of command to the group here as we fight basically your decision of what you want to do here from me as the DM?
Well, how am I communicating with Orcus? Like in my mind?
That's how he seemed to communicate with you. It seemed like there was a form of telepathic communication, and you've been able to do a faint kind of communication back and forth. Like you have an innate bond, like a forged bond between the two of you that should you wish to attempt to, there seems to be a call and response that you can do telepathically. You don't even have to do it verbally.
You could also, Brock, if you don't want us to hear, you could just message Kyle.
You can, yeah, exactly. If you don't want to say it on stream with these guys, you can message me in either a private chat or in a messenger or whatever. So let me know if you're communicating to him what you say, because obviously he might respond. And that might change what happens here.
Right.
So let's give Brock a second. You guys can continue going over what you have, but don't make any actions just yet.
To remind us all, Val won't say this, but to remind us all, the deal with Mephistopheles was blah, 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 contract, lawyer stuff, but we had to do the task, and the task is retrieving and delivering the word or words of power found within Tenebrius in suitable containment to the Archduke within the agreed upon timetable. Additionally, upon delivery of agreed information, the contractor shall provide assets from a third party, the Necromancer Carval. Items in question are known as the Gate Gem Apparatus and Book of Vile Darkness. That little part might be negotiated.
Amended. That was amended. I just haven't updated the actual contract, but we verbally did it.
And as well, Kyle, you could confirm, he gave us some sort of device to like siphon whatever these words are, right?
He gave you two things. One of the gate gems that you're familiar with, but this is an unrefined one. Like you guys have, Carval made some like refined basically gate gems and put them into the housing to make the gate gem apparatus. Mephistopheles provided you with basically a raw one that you've seen before, the one that you grabbed from the Temple of the Faceless. Pardon me. Was like a raw one. It's a natural kind of gem. That seemed to be the device in which to store. And then he provided a spell scroll of Siphon Essence, a spell that none of you are aware of, know how to use, but it is a scroll, so any of your casters can attempt to do this.
Is it possible to look at that scroll without using it? Like, could I make a check to be like, I wonder what this entails?
You can identify it.
Like cast Identify on it?
That's 10 minutes. Though.
Yeah, that's 10 minutes. That's going to take a while.
You can do an Arcana check, but it won't give you the full information.
I'll do the Arcana check just while we're waiting here.
Sure. That still takes like a bit of time. Like it'll take you a minute instead of 11 minutes.
I won't do that then, just for the sake of
it's like
imagining this playing out. Yeah.
You know what I will say, actually, do the Arcana check, but because I would say you would have done it over your journey, but because you didn't clarify that you identified it specifically, you don't get the full identify option.
No, that seems totally fair. Ooh, not great. 14.
Okay. It's a high-level necromantic spell.
Boy.
That seems to I mean, by its title alone, siphon the essence, siphon the source of something, and store it in a suitable containment. It would require a high level check and has multiple dark uses, and the storage of basically incredibly powerful magical energies and sources and power seems to at least be one of them. So it's the device in which you store whatever in the gate gem.
Yep,
It's
makes
the
sense.
spell in which you store in the gate gem. So give me 2 seconds. You guys can keep talking.
I mean, admittedly, Gord would probably be the best to do that because value of the best buff,
Inspiration. Yeah.
inspiration, and he has luck, right? So it's like the highest chance of success if Gord's the one who tries to cast it.
Thank God Gord's on our team. Can you imagine if he wasn't? We'd be in for a real treat. So Honda, the way you describe this thing, it's like we kind of just got to walk up there. It doesn't sound like there's a lot of places to like sneak through. So we might just have to walk in.
I think that is Honda still invisible?
Yes.
Yep.
I wish there was a way that we could tell whether or not that was the real Orcus. I'm really hoping it's not.
Well, if it is a real Orcus, we're
obviously,
fucked.
If it is, we're fucked.
You want me to
If it is, we're
confirm?
fucked.
I can attack it.
I want you to do that as soon as we get in there. Actually, I'd love for you to sneak attack Carval and just like kill him real quick. And then second priority, see if Orcus is someone we have to fight. I think it'd be
I
interesting.
mean, admittedly, if we get there and there's some kind of ritual going on from all those little fucks, you and Lavender with her crazy ass star crown, between all of us, we potentially take out some of those and stop whatever that is. Because we've been in situations with like hags and things where the more magic helpers someone has, the crazier their own magic is. We might have to not just go straight for the big bad this time.
The other option is ball bearings. That could maybe.
Curious.
Strawberries that Carval would float right over.
Yeah, but we would struggle with all of us.
For Orcus.
Oh, for Orcus.
The god, the demon god. Yeah, who might be an illusion.
If it's an illusion, he won't slip on them.
The idea of throwing one ball bearing at Orcus to see if it passes right through him, I'm into it. The
That's
idea
actually a
of
good idea, yeah.
you throwing out 500 ball bearings, I'm like less
Okay.
into it.
DM, I throw one ball bearing at Orcus.
Okay, well, he's
Right
not
now?
there.
Whoa.
You're like 30 feet away.
I go closer and then.
No,
do it.
whoa.
I'm not even gonna like pretend you play that out because really, that's going up into the room and then throwing it like 90 feet. Do you want to do it? Like you would have to leave
I
the
do
party.
I'm a sharpshooter.
Yeah, sure. I'm just saying. Do you want to do this?
It's about time we took some action. This is.
So what are you saying? What am I hearing you say right now? It's about time we took some action?
It's go time.
Hondo.
What do you mean go time?
You don't see him move.
Hana, what do you mean go time?
You're just sitting here like little people, doing nothing.
You're the one who said we were gonna die if we went in there. You said that.
We need to take a little action, and a little action is one ball bearing.
Okay, so let's sneak closer though, and before maybe you throw the ball bearing and give us all away, let's see if we can get a little more insight.
We'll sneak closer, and then I release the ball bearing.
What do you want to do about Lavender?
We are just giving some time for some things to happen in the background here. I don't know if this combo is still going on.
It is, but if you guys want to actively do stuff, you can. Essentially, there's a telepathic conversation happening you're not privy to, which is telepathic, and Gord has a fucking helmet on, so you couldn't see it if you wanted to.
Yeah, I just meant more for like flavor here.
I do want to cut in though before anything fucking super crazy happens. If you intend to make your way forward and try and throw a ball bearing at Orcus, please let me know that you're going to do that.
That does not sound promising.
You saw the Orcus mini size. Were you here for last time? Orcus like this?
Yeah.
We're like,
he's a
this.
gargantuan. Gord, as you posit this thought and you send it to Orcus's to respond to the voice in your head, you hear his heavy fetid breath on the back of your neck. You can feel the heat and the moisture rise, and you just hear this big like belly laugh like echoing in your mind. It's not entertaining the thought. It's a laugh at you.
That does not sound like it's going great, whatever is happening over there.
At the same time, sorry, just typed the laugh kind of peters out slowly, and actually, I'd say you all hear it. You all hear this deep belly laugh of a massive creature. It echoes off the bone walls, and it is mad. It is haunting.
We all assume it's that he's laughing at the ball-bearing plan. Because that's the last thing notes we discussed.
That's very fair.
He heard you, Hondo. He heard you.
But Gord, you hear in your mind once more as the laugh kind of peters out, and you hear like an echo of it. Like you hear it mentally, but you also hear it in the space, and it's this weird echoing laugh. But you hear him respond in kind and say,
"You're gonna tell us?"
Yeah, I don't want to type all this shit out. The audience has got to hear some of it.
Yeah, I gotta hear something cool.
You can hear Orcus's side at the very least. You guys,
Ooh, that's good.
You
That's
guys
good.
can't act on it. He says to you,
I have granted much power already, and yet time and time again you fail me. You do not sow chaos. You do not sow blood. You let artifacts slip through your fingers. You send nothing to me and have the gall to ask for more. Your time, your potential is wasted. I ask, no. I commanded you to do something. Do it.
this is all mental to Gord.
So,
Yoicks.
why don't we get a little bit closer? Lav, I like your fly plan a lot.
Thank
How
you.
many can you cast it on?
I can do a lot.
I think just like Mary. Well, I mean, I can fly in multiple ways.
We have the carpet. Someone could use that.
It's tough because you'd have to be like flying the carpet actively and attacking. How many people can you get?
I can twin spell it too.
That's interesting. So do you want to just look and tell me for like a twin spell how much you could do?
Well, twin spell.
If you upcast fly, can't you get more people too?
That's true as well. What is fly? 3?
Flies a 3, yeah.
Twin spell just means that you can add an extra person. I can't remember. I was literally looking at it the other day for unrelated reasons.
A
But
touch willing creature, target takes blah blah blah.
The higher the upcast just means like you can add another person.
So you could upcast it and twin it,
Yeah.
and
So-
then you'd get 4.
I could upcast it.
I mean, I do have my own ways of getting up high. She's a little squishy, but I can get up there.
Maybe you
And
should bring her.
I
now.
haven't physically summoned her yet.
You should bring her now, I think.
Before you guys continue, Gord, you hear a response once more, which bellows.
You are no longer worthy of it. It has been given to someone who may act in my best interest. Someone who will do as instructed.
We're just like that. They do.
Like, you should call your horse.
Yeah.
Call your horse.
I probably would, Kyle. We're inside a cavern now, right? Where, like, if I called her, she wouldn't be out in the air where those things could attack her again?
Sorry, 1 second.
I'm just looking at my wings for people, for the listener. My
I need
wings.
I need a hard deception check on that, bro.
My wings last an hour, and I can fly 60 feet. So I could do
Is
that.
it an action to bring him out?
Rolled a good deception check.
Ooh, damn, that is
What?
really good.
29 for Gord's deception
Lord.
against the demon lord.
I mean, Orcus.
Orcus. So I don't need fly. I could pop my wings. I'll probably do it. Mary, maybe. Like, your horse is fun, but it could also pass away. But Lav, if you could do 4 by upcasting and twin spelling, you could do, if you want to fly, you, Brawley, Mary, Hondo. That way Hondo could get up on someone and stab.
As long as there's nowhere for us to fall if Lavender gets hit hard enough.
And then Gordo can, like, Gord, me, and Lav can try and stay on the perimeter and not get hit, keep our concentration, keep our health going. Gord can just, Gord's deadly with those spells from long range. We can just try and pelt people. Gord, maybe it's the time to go flame on. I don't know, like, if you still have that today, but if we're doing this thing, we might want to go in balls to the wall. I could just see, like, Gord staring off into the distance.
Like, Gord.
So Kyle, could you confirm, are we in like some kind of caverny thing where we're not in the open right now?
You are not in the open. You guys
Okay.
are we'll say so the slope kind of rises at about a 20-foot rise to open up into the wider cavern. It kind of curves back and around. Damn, Gord, you're rolling good. It curves back and around, and you guys can be basically however far you want to go back in the cavern. In my head, I was positioning you at about 90. That is now kind of shifted to about a 60-foot back from the beginning of the rise. So technically about 80 feet out from the cavern, which you don't have it's not a straight line out to. It's curved and then rises up, and then that rise leads up into the cavern.
Okay, I would summon Mira then, but just kind of tell her just to like wait where we are so that like I don't have to waste an action if I end up meeting her essentially, and I can just get her to come to me. Sure, yeah. Because she lasts for 8 hours otherwise. So if I don't end up
with that, I think it would be fair to say it's been unfortunately long enough that Crown of Stars has faded. You guys have you've talked for a while. The Crown of Stars has faded. It only had a couple minutes left, and I need everyone to make a stealth check as magic was just cast. A fucking Pegasus just showed up, and there's just been a lot
going on.
A lot of communication. It's not incredibly hard, not incredibly high. Hondo, you have advantage on that. You always have advantage on stealth, but you're invisible, so you get advantage.
We did not do it.
What did you get?
13. You got 10.
I got 10.
First roll, 2.
Give me a second roll, baby. Give me a second roll.
I rolled a 25.
Okay.
Pegasus and Fern as well. Mira and Fern.
Oh, she rolled she rolled better than me on the dice.
But she doesn't have your bonus.
Hondo rolled 11, but what do you add to that, pal?
15.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Do you have a stealth? You do, Fern. What an adorable creature.
I got 18.
Okay.
Fern got 13. I got 12. Sorry, I got 10. And then what did you get?
I got 13.
Mira got 19.
Okay.
What was I just...
As you were.
Okay.
Nothing immediately changes.
I was just looking at what's Gord's crazy thing? Herald of Death? Then he would get temp HP, immune to fear, resistant to fire. That could be dope. Why don't we start walking up? But do you want to do that? Like, do you want to start going, guys? We can, no time like the present.
We're ready.
All right, I say we go. Mary, Brawley, we doing this together? We ride together?
Yeah, I guess so.
Are we just running in? Because last time we did that, a mind flayer fucked y'all up.
No,
real bad.
I don't think we run in, but I think we try and sneak in. But I mean,
there's not going to be much negotiating with these guys.
That's fair.
So it's like we would like to have that stealth advantage, so we shouldn't just run in.
I will say this though, Does Orcus know how much of an asshole Carval is? Fucking lost its black staff, made a deal with another devil. Like how tight are they? So that there's an angle to be exploited if we need to. I'll pop my wings, which last an hour. My little leafy feathery wings come out of the
Was that
warden.
Kev?
Well, before we all go in, do you want me to go in first
And
do the one ball bearing?
I mean,
so
it's not terrible if we're all planning on being close. It's not terrible because we get a big piece of information potentially right away.
what if instead, I like this idea, but what if instead of just throwing a ball bearing, you go in and try and just perceive with your eyeballs if that's a real person?
So I can do that. And so what I'm thinking is I'll get as close as I can, and I'll perceive, I may do a ball bearing.
Okay.
But as soon as I do that, you have to be ready to fly in right after.
Sure.
Does someone want to help Hondo out in case he doesn't?
Can I just ask you a question before I decide if I want to do some inspo? Do you have a vial of explosiveness?
I believe somewhere in my
Your vest pocket?
So, Kev, you still have a stun grenade that I made you.
But I think he has Labs throwing, like when Labs stole one from my bag. I think Hondo still has that.
Yes, I do have that too. But I mean, that's not what I'm talking about right now.
I just wanted to keep it in mind because that could be interesting for this fight for Carval. You could shove it down his throat and then uppercut him. It could be cool.
One last thing before things seem to be kicking off. Gord, you get no response, but you can continue to push if you wish to, but there is no more communication from this side.
He's nagging you. What was the other thing? And Hondo, you also have your lamp. So if we just if 5 of us are dead and it's just you, I would advise you to just rub that lamp and see what happens.
Yeah.
What about that? So, okay, are we trying to all sneak in? Is there anything else we can do that would help us sneak in?
I have cool spiders. I could throw.
Oh, I forgot about the spiders.
But they are not like my friends. They would just go everywhere.
Yo, but what if Hondo snuck in, chucked the spiders at all let them fight for a little bit before we go in? Not for Carval or Orcus. Like, that's not going to matter shit, but like potentially all those other fuckers.
They're flying in the air though. Let me look up the little
Are they?
spiders.
What's such a funny sentence? Her just being like, oh, I forgot about the spider.
I forgot about the spider.
I totally forgot about those guys.
Let me look
But
at
they're not going to do huge amount of shit. But for some reason, I thought that the cultist dudes were on the ground. But if I'm misunderstanding.
Gord, Hondo, Mary, Valentine, as you guys are finalizing your preparations for this coming fray, casting spells, communicating, you hear, not calling out to you, but the voice just echoing. It's loud. Orcus's this demonic, heavy-set, booming voice that is not addressing, but it's just in this space and in his size. You have very keen ears, and you catch him say,
Go, retrieve the word, fulfill our bargain. It is time.
Insight check. Is it a red herring?
go ahead. With disadvantage, because you're not directly in the room, you just kind of hear it vaguely echoing to you.
Yeah, well, the first one was a 17. That would have been way better than a 14, but a 14's not terrible. Plus, oh, what's my insight again?
It's
11, so it's only a 25.
Still very good. There's no affectation applied. The tone and the demeanor that you gather from how this is said is like,
It's not theatrical. Like, it's not like it's...
there's
trying
nothing being put on.
Yeah.
And the creature saying it isn't concerned. It's just, go, it's time.
Fuck.
Why would he say that if he's not here? He could just go get it himself. I think we go and stop Carval before he gets any closer to this thing, and then has a god-killing weapon.
Also remember, in case anyone needs it out of game, isn't there like a magic potion that makes the next spell you cast with damage, like double damage or something like that? Lavender or Gord has it, and I don't remember
Potion
who
of
does.
max power. There's
Yep.
Potion of maximum power. I think you got that.
That one's an action to drink, right, Kyle? Just so everyone's...
Yeah, so my ruling is healing potions can be drunk as bonus action. Any other potion is an action too, as it has like an effect on you, whereas healing potions are just like a quick, let's go.
So it's the next damaging spell you cast. They're resistant to the damage or something.
I don't recommend using a cantrip.
Yeah,
Potion maximum first damage dealing spell of 4th or lower.
Yep.
After 1 minute of drinking this potion, instead of rolling dice to determine the damage that you deal, the highest possible. Kyle, if that spell was counterspelled, you'd still be good. It's like your next
You
damage
didn't
spell.
technically deal damage, so yeah.
Okay.
It applies to when you deal damage next, max.
So within a minute, though.
Yes.
Yes, I'm just saying, remember we have that.
Yeah.
Carval might be a good dude to use that against. Just out of game. Someone has that. Who has it is my question.
Lav, do you want that?
Okay.
Lav, you have it. If it looks like we're about to fight this guy, which you probably are, in the minute before you fight him, pound that drink and then use your highest level, 4th level spell damage dealer on him.
Okay.
Like fireball. Probably just fireball.
What's the plan, guys?
What's the plan?
Gord,
I'll
what's the
go
plan?
I go in, and then exactly 1 minute after I've gone in, you follow.
Ooh, that might be a little long.
Long
a lot
time.
of shit can happen in a minute.
Okay,
That's 10
That is
rounds.
a minute is 10 rounds of combat.
30 seconds.
That's
That's
5 rounds.
5 rounds.
Why don't you just go like 30 feet?
2 rounds. 2 rounds. 2 rounds. 2
So
rounds.
after 12 seconds, we follow you?
Yes.
What are you gonna do there, though?
I either perceive, I do my bell bearing, and then I signal to you what I find.
Did you hear, though? It sounds like he's not there. If he was there, he would just go get this thing himself. So I don't think he's there.
You never believe him. You can never believe.
I like this plan, but just to walk it out, you go there, you throw a ball bearing, he's invisible. They're like, what's that sound? Oh, it's those fuckers outside who are probably coming for this. Great, everyone get ready. We walk up, they kill us. You're still invisible. You mourn our death. You have a small funeral, silent tears.
Well, it's better than all of us going in at once and fighting anyway. We're going to fight one way or the other. This is a bit of a heads up.
Okay, any distractions
Heads
we
up
want to
for
try
them.
to use while
what's
you're
your
doing this?
distraction? Like, okay, let me just spitball here. You fog cloud the entrance. We can't see when we walk in. They just like pelt us with fireballs and shit. We die because we have disadvantage. We can't fight through it.
I could fog cloud them.
But then we can't see them.
It is good.
I mean, is it worth trying to? No.
I like the
That's
idea
a
of
bad idea.
you. I like the idea of you going and fucking like throwing your explosive grenade at them. Like, I'm down for that shit, but just like don't waste it on a pebble you throw at like an imaginary god.
Yeah, so you have the explosive vial, and then Kev, you have like a concussive kind of grenade, which could potentially. I don't know. I just made it. I think it's like you asked for a stun grenade. However Kyle interprets that. And so there's going to be a save, and it's probably going to be pretty low, but it could potentially distract enough of the low-level fuck.
Why don't we do
depending
this?
on what happens.
Why don't you sneak in, fucking throw either explosive grenade or stun grenade at whoever you think deserves it most, but not the possible illusion. Just heads or bet. It might be an illusion. It might not. It's not worth it. Throw it at the guys, the creepy chanty dudes, or Carval, your arch enemy who killed your girlfriend who you loved. Throw it at them. We hear it. We rush in after you. We don't even have to wait.
Fine, that I can do that.
That's pretty dope. It's a pretty dope plan.
Anyone else have anything they want to prep, guys, in general, out of game? Because we might need it.
I got my wings. Maybe Lav, you're ready on that potion. As soon as you hear the bomb, you down it. Brawley, you get fucking ready to rage. You get that lightning javelin ready to rock.
I love that our plan is still, after all of this, still technically just running, guns blazing.
Gord, do
We
you
have
want to
learned
do your
nothing.
Gord, do you want to go flame on mode? Get ready to be the avatar of death and just like wreck shit.
Do that.
That sounds cool.
So what's happening now?
We have just prepared ourselves. You're holding the vial.
Mm-hmm.
Mary, are you on horseback?
I wasn't going to be. I was just going to run in and then potentially. I just didn't want to have to summon ahead of time in case I need to.
I'm not going to run in on Fern. Fern's going to stay here because it's a little too loud. And then Yeah, Hondo, you creep in ahead of us. You're invisible. And then, listen, balls in your court. You throw this fucking explosive vial at anyone who is not possibly an illusion. I mean, maybe like listen first. Listen to their little debate if they're still there. And if they're not still there, radio us back. We'll come in.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
It sounds like a foolproof plan.
So, your group collectively moves to the edge of where the ramp part begins to rise up. You cannot see Hondo. Hondo is invisible. Hondo, you have a vial, one of the explosive vials from Haverfeld prepped. Is that the plan?
I have a stun grenade.
Stun thing that Mary made.
Stun grenade. Go big, go home.
Nope.
Oh my god.
Hondo, make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Nice.
That's good.
And my perception, I think, is 12. Yep.
So
12.
16 on the dice. 12,
20
28.
total. So, how far up are you going up into the room? Because this is the stun grenade. You can throw pretty far, but not super far.
Yeah.
You're a sharpshooter, so but you're not so much hitting something as just trying to lob a thing into an area. So I'd say at most you probably have about a 40-foot range to hit something with this. So basically, to hit anything, you have to get up at the edge of where the rise comes up, the lip, and then it opens up into the open cavern. So you basically have to enter in before you see anything, because as you kind of come up the rise, you see a couple of things. One, Orcus has moved position slightly. He's gotten more middle of the room. He's not kind of slumped sitting back against the back wall. He's more actively standing in the middle of the room. Over just past him, as you see him kind of shift into this space, you watch as Carval, with this skull-topped wand implement and book, disappears in a familiar teleporting way. This door of energy kind of closes around his form and he's gone. The mages are still continuing this low kind of droning chant, and they have not moved position. As you kind of just creep up into as you're coming up invisibly stealthed, you can see there's one directly above, about 30 feet directly above the entryway. The others would be too far to throw. However, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Also, one question. The chanty people, how close are they to Orcus?
At this point, as he moved to be more central to the room, they're basically in a bit of a semicircle ring. So they're not all equidistant. The closest one would be about 50 feet from him, and then it goes to 70, 90 probably, as there's 5 of them. So this is a Constitution saving throw.
So
Total.
13, and my con save is 3, so 16.
Okay, that is a failure.
Ugh.
I need to look up this. As you creep up close, you very quickly get the sense you guys weren't as quiet as you had hoped. Your invisibility is not holding up against the creature that is very real here, the Demon Lord Orcus, as he casually kind of flicks a clawed finger in your direction, and you watch a beam that looks like a small, green skull just come right at you as you kind of creep up over the edge. And unfortunately, maybe confident in your invisibility, maybe not believing that this Orcus potentially is here, or that anything is going to be really ahead of you, a finger of death collides with you.
Allie's face does not look great.
I failed my con
Finger of death.
roll.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
You take 65 points of necrotic damage
Okay.
But at least
That's a lot.
as Orcus just flicks this finger of death in your direction. I need you to make. You can't make this save. Your invisibility drops. You can't succeed on a 32 Constitution saving throw to maintain invisibility, unfortunately. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Damn.
Oh,
No, he's not an illusion?
We suck.
You're gonna die.
This is not good.
Unfortunately, bad stealth rolls gave away your position. Hondo being invisible did not aid against
my
true sight.
rolls. What the fuck? Oh my god.
We're setting up here. I have to kind of reposition the battle, as this was how things looked before. And then it's gonna look a little different in a second. So.
Oh boy.
So, Hondo, you are no longer concentrating. And at the top of this rise. So each of the mages that you can see are on these kind of platforms. They're flying 30 feet up in the air. That's just to give them a little elevation. Orcus has moved to here. Harval is off the field.
Look how big he is.
Yeah, he big. He mad.
Val is not flying on Fern.
No, but I got my wings, so maybe keep them around. Keep that block.
I'm going to just put you on a rise instead of on Fern.
Yep.
Everyone had kind of moved up to this forward position.
That feels good.
You can get a little closer.
You think we're going in there? Jeez.
That's where you were before. And Fern is still back here.
Ooh, that's a cool idea.
And Mira, how far back away do you want Mira to be, Mary?
I probably would have said wherever Fern was.
So the two of them are chilling back here a bit. I know. Oh, you can see them. Okay. Sorry, I was kind of focused on Brock through some of that. Was there any spells being prepared, like to cast on yourself?
We talked about this twin spell fly thing. Did we do it or not?
But that hasn't happened as far as I knew. That
has not happened. I don't think Lap said she was going to drink the potion yet.
It was all preparatory.
Yeah, we said when she hears a boom or something that she would drink the potion like it's in her hand.
So I would say if you want to have that as a held action, Lab, you can go ahead and knock that back before initiative.
Okay, is there something that I have to do?
We'll just keep it in mind.
It's just something that you guys have in your mind now. As you guys definitely all hear Hondo suffer a pretty big blow, and he lets out a cry of pain, and you all hear like the incantation and this kind of like as this finger of death takes its effect. However, initiative rolls all around.
Oh boy.
25 to 20. Actually, I gotta roll mine too, don't I? Hang on.
Where's my...
Here we go.
How do I see? There you are.
All right. Let's change this.
Oh, no. They're all not...
Just double checking myself. Okay. 25 to 20.
Excellent.
20 to 15.
19.
Okay.
Kat, what the fuck did you roll? You're always up high.
Sorry, I misrolled.
It's okay, you almost died.
21 is actually my...
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
21.
Okay,
So,
there we go. I was like, you have a billion to add. If you're not in the 15 to 20, we're
15 to 10.
13.
Oh, not even in that one.
I got... Never mind. I see it here.
Okay, just go ahead for the rest. Gord, Valentine, Lavender.
9.
8. 7.
Okay. That works.
Oh, guys.
That's where you want your casters. You want your casters to see the field and then do something.
No, sure. Except there's a billion people who are going to go ahead of us.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
as Hondo, you feel the sting of necrotic energy from the master of necrotic energy.
Oh god.
This monstrosity, this gargantuan fiend of the abyss, who is standing on the ground, and you see these bat-like wings just rise up and not even lift him up. They just kind of rise imposingly before him. He does not carry the skull-topped wand of Orcus. His just hands are free and looks massive, but like a miniaturized version of the body that you have been traversing this past day.
Oh, that's cute.
You have first initiative, Hondo. What do you do?
Okay, where am I? Sorry, again on the map.
So you are right smack in the middle there beside, right there.
Oh,
So you're just 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet shy of Orcus. There's one of the mages 30 feet above you, and then they kind of just spread out from there.
I have a question about logistics.
Yeah, good.
If I can, how would I be able to use my dagger to hit him like on the back of his head or somewhere so that I could basically teleport onto his back?
Not from this position. If you use a bonus action to dash to a position where you can see behind him, like you can get behind him, then there's no reason why you can't try.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Let's say your speed, you go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're going to use a bonus action to dash.
How about the other way, since it's not in front of him?
Well, I was going to get you like basically around the back so you could fire up. But yeah, if you want to go this way.
Yeah, that way.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then you're going to use your bonus action to dash.
Yeah.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Like you can get them from there.
Okay. And with advantage because of...
You have no advantage, no.
He can't...
You're not invisible, and he can see you.
Okay, so just a regular, I guess, then.
This is a straight roll.
All right. So it's 14, and I think it's plus 12. Let me check. Whisper is plus 13, sorry. So 27.
That hits. So you want to teleport, and you're trying to hit high up on the body.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage. So this is not sneak attack here. So just straight weapon damage.
So that is 1d4 plus 8 and 2d4. And I can use my, what's it called? Psychic Blades.
You already used your bonus action
okay.
to dash, unfortunately.
So it's 3d4 basically, plus 8.
That's right. Yep.
3. Okay, so this is the total.
So 16 points of damage. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay. And as you teleport up, I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can actually hang on as your weapon impacts hard up under the, almost up in the upper traps below the skull and neck, and you do plunge it in to thick flesh.
What is the save? Sorry?
Dexterity save?
Oh, so I rolled an 8 and plus 10.
Yeah, 18's enough to hang on.
This is perfect. Someone want to give me their turn?
Sure.
Jesus. Hopefully he just doesn't swat you like a fly and you with your very... I don't even know how many points you have left.
Kyle, is Orcus bloodied? Does this seem like...
He's looking rough.
He's got a fly on his back. Little mosquito.
Hondo, I would say you forego the rest of your movement. You had about 10 feet left as you want to stay there.
And I should say I'm small enough that I'm stealthy on him. Like he wouldn't it's not like he would be like, I gotta get this guy off me. He's wouldn't notice me type thing.
See, I would disagree pretty heavily with that entire idea, as you just stabbed a guy. It doesn't matter how small or how big he is. You're still on his body. So that is going to end Hondo's turn with his action, bonus action, movement, and take us to Medi. For context down here, I thought it looked a little clearer, but I'll just do it anyways. Mary's here, Valentine's here, Alana, Lavender, Gord, and your 2 mounts are kicking in the back. On your turns, they can act, if they're not with you, they take initiative after you.
Okay.
So it'll be Valentine, then Fern if you want him to do anything. Basically, it's no action to issue a command until you're basically like on them. They can't attack unless you use your bonus, I think is how we've ruled it. And they don't get attacks of opportunity, period. So, Mary, you're up.
All right, well, I guess I'll come around the corner and see what happened.
5, 10, 15. You have to come up the rise to even see into the room.
Right, but we heard something happened. We're aware that Hondo just...
Yeah, you heard a horrendous shout of pain from Hondo, and then heard him rush into sprint into the room. Like you hear heavy footfalls as he runs into the room, and just this kind of low echo of laughter and this droning chant. As you look up into the room, as you get, nearing the top of the rise, you see Hondo is on top of the demon.
I just let out a sigh to myself because I should have anticipated this happening. And then I'm going to tuck in to the right. I don't want to be bunched up in that hallway. I can't. So what you said, I have 15 feet of movement left?
You have 15, that's right. 3 more squares.
Okay. Duck up and around to the right, I guess.
Up to here?
Yeah.
You can get to there.
Looking around at... see Orcus, see how many baddies there are, realize this is bad, this is very bad, because Hondo's on top of the thing we thought might be an illusion, and go with my gut of, okay, these mages are doing something, and I'll, I guess just to the one up and to my right, as I'm running towards it, I'll take 3 shots with my bow.
Yep.
Okay. The first one is... Sorry, I'm on the wrong page and I never remember what my bow is to hit. That is a dirty 20.
That hits.
Do you want me to roll all of them at the same time? And then damage, or 1 and 1?
Probably easier to do 1 and 1.
Okay.
Not you're not going to one-shot this guy, but maybe.
Oh no, I'm sure I'm not. 1 on the fucking damage, so that is 9 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
Second attack.
To the guy up to the right, yes?
Yes, to my right, as if I'm kind of running towards him that way, and he's right up, so.
You got
it. Dirty 20 on the second one as well.
That hits.
Oh my god, 10 points of damage.
It's still good.
Yeah. You know what, I'll quickly do a bonus action, because I should have done this earlier, to try to, as I'm shooting at him, do insightful fighting.
Okay.
Ugh, I rolled bad for me, but that is 19 total.
19 hits. Go ahead.
Not to hit. That was for insightful fighting.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a deception check on my side?
Yeah.
Wow. 18, but you still win.
Whew. Okay, so if I hit on this one, I get sneak. And this one absolutely hits. I rolled a natural 15.
Yep, definitely.
Okay, so this one I get sneak attack on. Let's just...
I apologize. I should have said this earlier. They sink into the undead flesh. They don't seem to be doing a ton more damage. A ton of damage, I should say.
Oh, but he's still doing some damage?
Still doing some, absolutely.
Okay,
just not as powerful.
Yeah, because they're plain old mean arrows. That's why I didn't do these at work.
Yeah.
Okay. That is 19 points of damage on the last one.
Oh wow, that was a big hit.
With my sneak.
Yes. So, 3 shots. As you rush into the room, you see Hondo on top of Orcus, and you say, fuck! And then just fire 3 arrows up into this guy to the right. You watch each of them just sink into these robes, and as they kick up the robes, you just see a skeletal frame beneath. They're clearly undead, and doesn't seem to have broken whatever they're concentrating on. They don't seem to be acting outside of this focus for the moment.
Okay. I don't want to say anything loud, and I can't use my earring because it's an action, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. I will just as I continue to move, and that's my turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Orcus is going to use a legendary action.
Not good.
Kill Hondo.
Kyle, could you point out which one Mary hit?
Mary hit this one on the right.
Okay.
Let's just see. Yeah, Hondo, he just kind of goes up with a swat to smack you with just a melee attack. Not great, but it is an 18 to hit.
Nope. Get out of here.
What's your AC?
Get out of here. 19.
Oh,
He's trying to strike, but you're just too high. It's in that area that you just can't reach when you're trying to scratch your back.
hate that.
And unfortunately, well, luckily for you, he misses. And that's just a legendary action. And that takes us to his turn.
Oh god.
As he begins his turn.
Target Mary or someone, not me.
He'll think about it for sure. He's gonna try again. Yeah. He's going to... you guys aren't in the room nicely yet.
Yeah, so don't do that.
Yeah. Why aren't you in the room?
I'm never coming in.
Because we rolled trash initiative.
Yeah, I know.
Intentional trash initiative.
It's almost like a detriment to me that you didn't roll high enough.
Yes.
But it's okay, you know.
He's got other stuff, don't you worry.
I think I'll be fine. He's gonna go for a dreadful claw at Hondo. Let's see if I can do better than that. That's better. 25 to hit Hondo.
Yeah.
Let's see. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me. Not your bread and butter.
Yeah.
Ooh, pretty good though.
17 on the dice.
And my con save is 3, so 20.
That is a failure, unfortunately.
What?
Ooh, fuck.
Whoa.
That is 13 points of piercing damage and 44 points of poison damage.
Did you say 4-4?
Aren't I resistant to poison? Yes, I am.
Are you?
No, I'm not. Sorry. It doesn't...
Yes, I am.
No, I'm not.
Unfortunately, so that is 60 points total.
Are you down?
Yep.
Oh.
I will remind you, you can use your uncanny dodge to have melee attacks.
I'll do it. Yeah, sure.
Yes,
So,
Daddy.
30
Yes,
points
please do
total.
it.
Woof.
30 point. Okay, so... Oh.
So I'm down.
And you are considered poisoned.
Woof. Hondo's favorite.
You are considered poisoned. As the claw, just like he figures out where you are after the attempt and just strikes up and just rakes down across you, now knowing exactly where you are, and it just kind of catches your lower half and claws like into your calves, and you just feel the pulse of poisonous, just necrotic energy trying to suck the life from you. And then he is going to get up on Mary and do the same thing.
Oh, how many turns this guy had?
I mean, it's only 2 attacks.
I don't know if you heard he's the Demon Lord Orcus.
Mary, that is certainly going to hit with a 32. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, wow. That's really high damage.
What a thing to put a natural 20 on.
That's a good one to get natural 20 on. Let's see. Okay, so you suffer 22 points of poison damage. And... Oh, why is it so hard to do math? 20 points of piercing damage.
I'm not at the computer. Can someone put that in the chat, please, so I can add it later?
How much did you say, Kyle?
She takes 44 points of damage. And you are not poisoned. That is his action. And that's going to end his turn there. And take us to Alana.
Come on, Brawley.
Whew, okay. So I'm going to come up the corner first, since haven't seen what's going on and I was behind Mary.
15, 20 feet gets you to the edge where you can now see 5 floating mages, 1 massive demon lord. What do you do?
I just go, oh shit! And I will rage first of all.
Yes.
Okay. Not taking any chances.
Rajay.
And my instinct would be if I see the one guy on my left, the one mage, I'm gonna try and throw Stormcrag at him.
You got it. Make an attack roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say you got to be about 5 feet further, like ahead, to like get, because essentially it's like just beyond the lip of the cavern mouth. So you just got to take one more step, but you have the space.
12 to hit.
12 unfortunately does not hit.
Okay. Yeah, that was a terrible roll.
Okay. You throw Stormcrag up towards him, but unfortunately just misses wide.
Okay.
You have a second attack if you want to try and throw something else.
Okay. I'll call Stormcrag back.
That is a bonus action, and you use your bonus action to rage.
Okay. In that case, can I try? Am I able to use my circlet? Does that count?
That is an action of its own, unfortunately.
Okay.
You do have regular javelins, if I remember correctly.
I don't. I lost them.
Oh no!
I had one, and it was destroyed, and I lost it, and I didn't get it back.
Do you have any hand axes? Those are also thrown weapons.
Oh, I might have a hand axe still. I do. Okay, I'm gonna use that then. I never
throw
used
that shit.
Okay, just take it out.
Yeah.
Out of desperation, and that is a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice.
So hand axe is a d6 plus your strength and your rage bonuses and all that jazz.
Okay. Oh. Okay. $11.
11 points. You notice as it collides and it connects and it like stabs into the lower back. As it's an unmagical weapon, it doesn't seem to do quite as much damage, but you still got a hit in. So that is your attack, and the mage also just doesn't seem to break focus on what it is they're trying to do here.
Okay. Okay, I think that's good.
You're going to stay there? You have about 5 feet of movement left, 5, 10, 15, 20. You have 10 feet of movement left.
Since he's not focused, I will move back just about 5 feet just in case.
You got it. Okay. That is the end of Allie's turn. At the end of Allie's turn... Yeah, I mean, he's just going to swat at Hondo again. Using a legendary action. That is a 25 to hit. No, 29 to hit.
God, that hits you, Hondo.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely hits you. You suffer... what is that? 11? 23 points of damage.
And he can't half that, right?
No, he's already used his reaction this round, so he just collides into the back of you.
Now I'm done.
Now you're down?
You're unconscious?
Not dead, just unconscious.
No,
Yep.
But this is key. As you were on top of Orcus, as you tumble, you automatically suffer 1 failed death saving throw as you collide into the ground.
Okay.
Hondo's down.
Got it.
That takes us to Gord. Gord, you're in the back right here.
I'll jump on top of that rock.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I just to clarify, this is like a wall to like into this room.
Gotcha.
You can't see past this point.
Okay, I'll enter the room then.
You got it. That's your
I
full
will
move to get
do-
right there.
Penance stare.
Okay. I assume you're going to try this at Orcus?
Yep.
Okay. as you rush into the room, what does your pen and stare look like?
Do you remember in Paddington when people like lose their manners?
Sure.
It's like that.
Gord, as you look up into the face of the Demon Lord of Undeath, and you try to summon that aspect, that act of forcing another creature to relive their most vile moments, and you try to draw that from him. As he looks down at Hondo's form on the ground, looks at Mary ahead of him, and just sees you run into the room, just lets out this deep belly laugh.
You used my gifts against me. Carval will be a much better apprentice than you ever would be. Your betrayal is noted.
Unfortunately, the pen and stare does not work on Orcus.
Big yikes. Big oof, as Leah says in the chat.
I apologize.
Bonus action?
Herald of Death.
You got it.
Yeah.
As you, in anger, invoke the heraldry. What's the range on the fear effect?
30 feet.
Okay. The mage, 30 feet up in the air, is within range. So he would be potentially frightened of you. If it's what's the save against it? It doesn't matter, I failed. I rolled very poorly.
Wisdom.
Yeah, that guy rolled a 6.
Feels good.
So as you rush in, becoming the Herald of Death, this skeletal figure is rather frightened of what that could entail. And that is your full move, your action, and bonus action, so I believe that's the end of your turn, unless you want to say or do anything else.
I'll just talk to Orcus in my mind and be like, I'm the one you want. Take me. Spare them.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah, I love it. I love this shit.
Okay, there's no immediate response. We'll see how that plays out, though.
I love it.
That ends Gord's turn. That takes us to our flying, floating mages.
Oh, fuck.
Let's just see. They are going to just reposition and continue their chant, and that ends their turn. At the end of their turn, Orcus is going to take a legendary action to say,
Very well. Your end it will be.
as he brings his, this massive, fist down on top of you, Gord. As he is such a large size, he does have a considerable reach. Oh, yeah, that's a natural 18 to hit, so definitely hits. With this, Gord, you suffer 24 points of bludgeoning damage. That is 2 legendary actions for his turn. That'll end his turn, or end Gord's turn, and the Deathlock's turn. Valentine, Lavender on deck.
What's up? Yo, it's your boy. I have 60 feet of flying speed. I'm going to fly forward a bit.
Fly.
There it is. So, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Let's give me there. Can I see little H on the ground?
Through Orcus, as you kind of swoop up, you can in fact see Hondo is down.
What a goof. I will do a level 1 healing word.
You got it. What's the range on healing word, just out of curiosity?
60 feet.
15. Oh, yeah, 60, you're fine. As you, what do you say?
I say, Hondo, you brave fool, get up.
You whisper these inspiring words, but they fall on deaf ears.
Oh, that's not good.
Hondo, you do not regain hit points.
No.
Let me just cast that. Can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
They're all still chanting, right? You can hear them chanting?
Those that they are, yep.
So, okay. How close together are those two on the left?
See the
floaty guys to my
These
to
two?
west? Oh, I actually meant the other way.
Oh, sorry. The far two?
Yeah.
They are how close together? 5, 10, 15, 20. They are 20 to 25 feet from one another.
Okay, let me ask you a more specific question. Let me just pull it up. Are any within 20 feet of each other?
Within 20... no, unfortunately.
It's okay.
They seem to be 25 to 30 approximately.
I want to see what happens here. I'm going to cast Silence on the one that's afraid of Gord.
Okay. Sorry, I just kind of kicked the camera. Silence is just a sphere. It doesn't need to be fixated on a place. Just a sphere of silence.
20-foot sphere. I want to see if they're stopped. One of them stopping chanting does anything in this room.
Sure. As you cast silence, you hear more than you watch. You hear the that voice suddenly stop. The four still remain, and it seems, for the time, nothing further has happened.
Okay, that's all right.
But his this creature's voice has been silenced effectively.
And then how much room do I still have here? Or sorry, how much movement?
You still got 40.
I think I want to get closer to Hondo, but obviously I don't want to fly right fucking under Orcus. So I think I might just do 40 forward. It's kind of hard on our angle, but I think I'll just try and do 40 forward.
Sure.
Where would that take me if you can just show me?
Right here. You'd be right there.
Yeah, I feel good about that. Okay.
That would put you... that puts you about 15 feet from Orcus, but he takes up such a large space, it's almost hard to be any further away from him.
Free action, can I give a command to Fern?
Yep.
I'll telepathically tell Fern to go to Brawley to see and obey her rules if she needs to fly or something like that.
You got it. That's your action, bonus action, full move, end of your turn.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Fern does act. So what's Fern's speed?
Fern flying is 80.
So he can easily get to Alana. Mary, I forgot that Mira acts after you. Do you want Mira to do anything at the end of your turn, technically way back?
I didn't say anything. I thought about it and didn't say anything.
I did call it out. So if you don't want to, then you don't have to. But I just realized I should rectify that if you wanted to.
No, I'll do it on my next turn.
Sounds good. Fern kicks up and over Lavender with a swoosh of his wings, and Alana and Gord, you both feel Fern land softly behind you, and Fern kind of nuzzles into Alana's back, but ends Fern's turn there, and takes us to Lavender.
So I took the potion.
Okay, knock it back.
That was like her held action before initiative.
Yeah. I'm just saying, it takes effect right now. So as you finish drinking it back and you see your friends rush into battle, you feel like a spike of magic adrenaline. It just feels like your blood is bubbling.
So dope. I'm going to cast a 4th level fireball and fire it towards the one mage that Mary had hit previously.
Okay, so you have to get up into the room first. So 5, 10,
10, 15, 20, 20.
You can just get on the other side of Alana, so you do have... Fireball's got range for days. So this was the one that is hurt. This one, you actually don't see it. Is in the sphere of silence, but you can't tell that.
Okay.
So you're going to fire at this guy?
The one at the back there, like there's two there, right?
These two here?
Are they within 20 feet of each other?
No, unfortunately, they all seem to be about 25 feet away from one another.
Okay. Probably for a reason. Okay, I'm just going to throw it directly at them then.
You got it.
Yeah.
It's a dex save. And what's the maximum damage as 4th level?
9d6.
So 9 times 6 is
54.
54.
You stole it.
I was good with 9s.
Okay, this guy, if he succeeds on the save, he is not down. So that's important. But with a 11 is a hit.
Ooh, Dex 18.
So, Lav, you rush into the room. First of all, let's do a wild magic surge.
This could be scary.
Okay.
You guys are so perfectly grouped up. Give me fireball my own.
Ooh, 17.
Okay.
God. And it's the powerful one. Oh my god.
Yeah, jeez.
You send this empowered fireball, and it leaves your hand like a cannon shot. Just, and it explodes, and you watch as it explodes. It incinerates the robes and scatters the bones of this undead creature.
Whoa.
Just explodes from within and utterly decimated. As one of them has fallen.
Wow, that was a really good potion.
We only have one of those. They maintain concentration.
They maintain?
They did.
Interesting.
That is Lavender's action.
Like all those gals maintain concentration,
Who
but
knows? Who
she got
knows?
disintegrated though.
Are we gendering them?
I was gonna ask what are their pronouns.
That's fair.
Yeah, because I said them earlier than you.
They might be a they because
Corrected
they're
me.
undead. We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever the non-pronoun is, they don't really have gender anymore. They're skeletals.
We'll say
Yeah,
they.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, they them.
They, them.
Um.
And for a
Bye.
bonus,
I'm gonna inspire Brawley and just be like, "Whew, good thing you're shorter than me, Brawley. That could have been just hit it at the back of your head. You got this, girl."
as Lav rushes up beside you, inspires you after incinerating a skeletal guy. That is your full move as well, so unfortunately you're gonna have to stay there.
That's scary.
Hi.
That was 2. Oh shit. End of Lavender's turn. One more legendary action from the big guy. Let's see. Of course it's going to be a chill touch at Gord.
It's chill.
This motherfucker thinks he can just come in here and penance stare me. I don't.
On my birthday?
On my fucking birthday? No shot. As that. Oh, that's not great, but that is a 20 to hit you, Gord. I think that beats your AC. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's not 20.
Yeah, it'll hit.
That is not a great roll. Yeah, that got better. So, 18 points of necrotic damage.
Are you resistant to necrotic, Gord?
But I believe you're resistant.
Am I?
Yeah, it says on your sheet here.
Yeah, so 18 reduced to 9 points of necrotic damage.
9.
Roll
You're
Gord.
only dipping away at my 10 points, sucker.
That's okay. They'll go away soon enough. That is his last legendary action for the round. That takes us to Hondo.
Each.
On your turn, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
A dex?
Sorry, a death saving throw.
Phew.
A death saving throw. Keep in mind, with your Gambler's Blade, you're at a -2 to your death saving throws.
2 or 1?
Whatever it is, the bonus to your AC that you've chosen, which I thought was 2.
So
So you subtract, I think, 2 to whatever this die roll is. Isn't that how it works?
That's absolutely right.
I'll confirm with you what yours is.
You're all good. It doesn't matter if it's a 1 or a 2. You beat a 10, which is the DC.
Hondo, coming through, baby.
Hondo, mark 1 success, 1 failure on death saves.
Oh.
And I'm just gonna pull your character sheet up just to confirm. The magic bonus of Gambler's Blade is +2, so your death saves are -2.
Stress.
Also want to just remind everyone, just for while we're talking death saves, Allie, you are a permanent -1. Keep that in mind.
Yep.
So you only got 2 shots.
People don't forget. God.
Definitely not the Demon Lord of Undeath. That is Hondo's turn. That takes us to Mary.
Okay. Shit. If I just a question.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to drag Hondo, how does that work in terms of like disengaging?
If you take the disengage, no attacks of opportunity can be made against you, but someone you're dragging does not get that opportunity.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's just, you're pulling somebody else away. Even though he's unconscious, Orcus has the opportunity.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, that's fair. What are my hit points? Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking.
That's okay. Oh.
I don't even know if this would work, so I don't even know if it's worth it.
Silence is concentration, yes, Guy?
Silence is con, yep.
Just want to make sure you have a marker on.
How high up is Orcus?
Orcus is on the ground, like he's standing. The mini automatically flies, but he's just currently walking. Honestly, the best read you can get off of him is such, like, inconsiderate of who you are and what you're doing here. He is so not concerned. It's insulting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. I will... So dumb. Okay. I am going to run around to where Hondo is.
Mm-hmm.
Can I call Mira on the end of my turn, so her movement would be on the end of my turn?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
It's a free action to call.
Yep.
So it doesn't cost you anything.
Yep.
Do you want to know where she can get to?
Yes, please.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. She can get to about here. With a 90 fly?
Yeah, I was just double checking that. Can you point to where that was? I was on a different screen.
Yep, right here.
Shit, so she can't even get to him.
Unfortunately, even if she goes the other way, that's even further. So that's the most expedited route.
Mm-hmm. I am going to... How much more movement do I have?
5.
Great. And I don't know what Orcus's reach is.
You know, you've seen him hit Gord at about 10 feet.
And dragging someone is half movement.
That's right. So you can get Hondo 1 square, and you can get you and your Hondo 1 square away, which technically is still, as far as you can see, at least his reach. You're not sure if it's even further.
Okay. How would it work if I wanted to use my bonus action to dash?
Mm-hmm.
It's half movement.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm taking Hondo with me.
So bonus action, you get another 15 feet, or 20 feet total. With the last 5 feet of your move, plus half dash is 15. So you get 20 more feet.
And then is dragging him my action?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'd say to grab him and begin like a whole pull and drag of an unconscious, like dying figure, it would be.
He's so gangly too, all his limbs and stuff.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'll do it. I'm really hoping that he cares a little about us. He won't even bother us. Keep
Seems
going.
to not like Gord.
I know. I'm going.
Go ahead.
I would take him in whatever direction I can get him the furthest away from Orcus. So I'm assuming that's right.
You can. I mean, it's equidistant. You can either try and go right or north.
North then, because that's closer to Valentine.
I think Orcus has used his reaction, so I think you're clear. And even if not, he's not going to take it, so it's okay.
Okay, and then I'd get Mira in the room as well.
At the end of your turn, but
Yeah.
Mira gets up into the room. Mary, go ahead and make a medicine check
Thank you.
as part of like grabbing Hondo and pulling him away.
He is poisoned.
Yeah, I think it might be the poison. I think my medicine's only +1. I'm just double checking. Yeah, so it's a 15.
That's enough to tell that he's definitely poisoned. You can see as you picked him up, you could see the blood pouring out of the back of his legs where this dreadful claw raked across his calves and like his thigh, and mixed in with the blood, you see this black green like thread is just kind of pooling out within. And as you kind of pull him finally free, you just kind of quickly take a glance down as you stand back up to like get back into the fray. Hondo's lower half of what you can see, and any exposed skin, there's just like you can see the veins raised and just kind of shifting and moving and pulsing with a dark necrotic force.
And I have no idea how to get rid of a poison, and we have no cleric. Yay! Okay.
What's up? That's what's up.
Okay. Well, I mean that's literally everything in my turn. So.
Okay. That ends Mary's turn and takes us to Orcus.
I think you gotta use him as a shield now, Mary. If his only purpose is some sort of meat shield.
Let's see. Orcus. Oh, 90 foot? Hell yeah, son. Yeah, I like that. Orcus, you watch as everyone begins to kind of file into the room, and just with these heavy, not even carrying footsteps, and the wings just kind of kick out and and you just see his body just lift, and just bits of blood and viscous acid bile just spills out as he flies up and over here. And staring down this nice little line here, you see as he turns from the skeletal goat face, just bile and acid bubbling and boiling, and just unleashes a vomitous, disgusting, putrid projectile vomit.
Literal nightmare.
That's her nightmare.
Over
All
Valentine.
the out there, I'm so sorry.
Valentine, Gord, Lavender, Alana.
It's like in a circle?
He's covered in
Projectile
acid?
circle?
It's a cone, like a dragon's breath cone.
Oh, he flew over there. Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know if you
Horrific.
missed that.
Oh,
He flies
damn.
over, he lands, and as he lands, this acidic bile shoots out. I need every one of those people. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
You got it. Come on, y'all. Deck saves. Here we go.
That is.
Come and get it. Ooh.
Just.
Okay.
Mine's actually 21 because I'm +1 on saves.
Okay.
Not to flex or anything.
I subtract 2, but
Wow.
Reposition. Oh, that's
this could be bad though. His saves have been insane. So
Yeah.
You can shout out your saves. Go ahead.
Brawley,
18.
That's a fail.
you were so excited too.
I was
Brawley.
so excited because I rolled this out because my dex is 1, so I was perfect. This is great.
I got
You do-
24.
I'm gonna just remind you, you do have inspiration.
Use it.
Oh, that's true.
Lavender just inspired you
Oh,
if you
yes.
wanted to use a d6.
Okay. Oh, and I got a 5.
Wow, nice.
That just succeeds.
Oh,
Clutch.
oh my god.
I got 24.
That is 1 over succeeds. Lavender and Gord, dex saves.
21.
That's a fail, unfortunately.
One sec.
That's crazy.
What do you mean?
Well, he's a demon lord. So.
13?
13 is a definite failure, unfortunately.
It's so upsetting.
I know, right? But you saved Brawley with your inspiration.
Do I have to use my +1 on saves?
Yeah.
Can't I be a 20?
Lavender and Gord, you both suffer 66 points of acid damage.
Okay.
Brawley and Val, you suffer half as much, and Brawley, you actually suffer a quarter as much as you're raging. So you only suffer 66 to 33 to, we'll say, 16.
Okay. It's so upsetting.
Val, I need you to make a con save for me, please.
All of us, or just the ones who didn't succeed?
No, just you for concentration.
Oh, me. Gotcha. Straight con. Which uses my constitution, or is it just D20?
No, it's a constitution saving throw for your concentration. And if you're a warcaster, you have advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna need it. Oh, I was almost 17. Now this will drop. Yeah, 9. Sorry, even less, 7.
Oh yeah, unfortunately, it is half 33. But
At advantage?
Yeah, my first roll was a 3, and my next roll was a 7.
Your cone of silence drops, and one of the voices returns to the room.
And I have a -2 because of my whole,
Thank
down.
you. I've kind of forgotten about that, so thank you for remembering.
I've been keeping it in.
Keep it real. Additionally, Lav and Gord, the bile and acid clings to you.
Ooh.
It's literally horrifying. You've been covered.
Can't I use prestidigitation to clean myself up?
Maybe.
If you want to use an action, go ahead on your turn.
Yeah.
No, not right now.
But we're not there yet. You have disadvantage on your next attack or save.
Okay.
As it's just literally horrifying, and like the stench is just like making your eyes water and making you want to vomit yourself.
So rude.
That ends his turn. Takes us to Alana.
Okay.
This isn't even the real fight, guys.
I know.
Appetizer. It's just a warm up.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Fern is right next to you.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll turn to him. I'll just kind of give him a little kiss on the nuzzle. I'll hop on him.
Okay, so that costs half movement for the two of you. So half of Fern's movement is you mounting Fern.
So you
Okay.
got 40 fly left.
Okay. Where should I go? Because I was just gonna.
Dude, yeah, no, you go.
Yeah. Okay. Am I able to fly to the closest guy and hit him with my hammer at the same time?
Yeah, you could get to the close guy that the silence spell just dropped.
Okay. So I'll try that, and I'll use my hammer because I still have to pick up Stormcraig, and that's an action to do that.
It's all good.
It's a bonus action to summon it back, and you could go and find it. It would be like a search to go and find it where you threw it. But yeah, you have your hammer and you can get in melee, so you're good.
Okay. So I'll do that. 29 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
What was that, a 19 or a 20? What was that?
I rolled a 19.
Oof, damn.
Okay.
Honda's refueling while he's dead. It's just in the astral plane.
Oh.
I guess we are in the astral plane.
You are. Yeah.
17 damage for the first one.
Nice.
Okay. It's a magic weapon, so it's not reduced. Yep. Second attack.
Okay.
Kill this bitch, bro. Like, fucking go.
Same roll. Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah.
One. Yeah, same roll.
Definite hit.
It's 17 damage.
Okay. This guy's still standing, but he is looking rough.
Do you get 3 attacks or just 2?
I just get 2.
It's only fighters who get multiple. Barbarians keep it up 2.
Gotcha.
Technically, she is both, but not high enough fighter to get 3 attacks. That's your action. You want to do anything with a bonus? Actually, I think we've rolled its bonus to mount, didn't we?
Yeah.
I don't think you have anything else to do with the bonus if you're already raging anyways.
Yeah. The only other thing I was gonna do was mark him, but that's like I don't think
Is
it'll.
there anything about your Cavalier class that like makes mounting and dismounting easier?
That's interesting. That's interesting.
I thought there was something about, maybe it's just like you have advantage to not get thrown or something. I can't remember, but I thought there was something about.
You have advantage to protect yourself from being thrown from a mount. You can use your abilities on your mount to, like, if you're protecting yourself, you can protect your mount. But I don't think there's anything about mounting and unmounting advantage or anything like that.
No, I don't see anything.
In this case, it's not going to change much because you flew up to a creature, you used your action already, so like it wouldn't ultimately change anything. So unless the only other bonus action, if you want to use a second wind, I'll allow you to use the bonus action if you want to. Otherwise, that's in your turn.
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Orcus is going to use a couple legendary actions. Let's see, 60 feet to 90 degrees. Oh, 100 feet, okay. And you watch as a cylinder of energy just kind of rises from the ground. This dark, kind of necrotic, swirling energy, similar to that of which you've seen surround this plane and surround himself, and rises kind of in this direction. So currently, Alana, Fern, Lavender, and Gord, you guys are kind of just not hurt, but you just feel this energy kind of suddenly rise and surround you and seem to like cling to you ever so slightly. That'll end those legendary actions.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
Like that.
What the fuck is that?
Gord, where do you? Valentine, you're coming up shortly.
Finger of death.
Okay.
You have,
Orcus?
just so you know, you have used necrotic stuff on undead people before, and they have been like resistant to it. I just don't want you to use something and then get real pissed.
That's pretty much why I'm testing this.
I think you might have used this today too.
I think you used this on something earlier in the day. I think under your.
Well, never mind then.
I thought it was on the worm.
It's been, yeah. So Brock, if you look at your
like Kevin was dying, so you're like, well, let's try to murder this thing. And I think you fingered of death it.
Yeah, your finger of death has unfortunately been burned. And I'll give you for free, Orcus is not going to be burdened by necrotic energies. But the other guys, you don't know.
Finger of friendship.
Friendship.
Where are all the other guys?
So you've got a mage here, a mage that Brawley is on top of that is looking really rough. These two over here haven't been touched yet at all. The closest one is 5, 10, 15. Oh, they're all 30 feet up in the air, so you're going to need something with range to hit. But you have Eldritch Blast, you have other spells with range. Like, you got options.
I shall cast Steel Wind Strike.
Oh!
Okay.
This is my favorite shit.
As you will say, to get them, they have to be within 30 feet of each other.
Yep.
Yeah, so these guys on this left side is your best bet.
Yeah, baby.
To head west, you can hit all three.
Oof.
Get them.
Do it, Gord.
Go ahead and roll 3 spell attack rolls. So I don't know if Steel Wind Strike has a bonus to roll beside it. Use that. Otherwise, just roll 3 d20s and add the top of your spell page your spell attack modifier.
Like there's two things. There's one that says plus 11.
That's the one. Hit that.
Okay, let's hit that 3 times.
Yep.
We got a 12.
Oh no.
That one's a miss, unfortunately. So we'll say that's the first guy here. 19 hits.
19
Nice.
and 14.
Unfortunately, that last one misses as well. So you strike. I'll give you the choice of who you want to strike. Either the one that Allie is on top of, who looks hurt, or one of the.
Yeah, get that guy.
Okay. In that case, you definitely kill that guy. He was on his last legs, and he was the one who's already frightened of you. So as you kind of appear next to him with this kind of teleporting steel wind strike, as you bamf around the room, the chains wrap around him, and just the bones shatter beneath the robes, and it just collapses. Beside which of them do you want to teleport near?
Maybe that guy in the far right corner.
So that would be this guy.
Yeah.
As you strike, you do you teleport within 5 feet of him, but then you drop as he's kind of up in the air. So unfortunately, you suffer a little bit of bludgeoning damage as you kind of land hard. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, just as you land cat-like with grace. But it's a bit of a far fall. And this guy in front of Alana is destroyed.
Oof, nice.
As he is destroyed, before Gord, you continue your turn. Oh, the concentrating. Okay. Ooh, that's not super great. Let's see here.
Secrets.
No, unfortunately. With Gord, that final strike, as you pull focus to yourself from the other two on that left side, as they dodge to protect themselves, you watch their focus drop. And as you destroy that first one, the summoning astral projection spell that they had that pulled Orcus to this plane begins to fizzle and fade. Yes. You watch as that green glow around Orcus just slowly diminishes, but is not quite gone yet.
It's good. It's good.
Valentine and Gord being so close, it's got one last round of energy still in him, and it will go.
Oof, great to know. Can we live?
That's Gord's action. And no movement or bonus, so anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Cool. At the end of your turn, Orcus feels the energy slipping away. Looks to Gord and says out loud to the room,
"Our deal was for power and service. If you no longer wish to serve, I will give power to someone else. The word will be mine. Your lives mean nothing."
That's it.
He's so scary.
Mm-hmm.
With those last words and a legendary action, he fires a cantrip, almost not even looking, but just towards. Let's see. I'm going to roll for it because he's not looking. I'll roll it at disadvantage because he's not looking because I was being baller. But who do I want to hit? It's a D6. 1, 2 is Allie. 3, 4 is Fern. 5, 6 is Lavender. 4, Fern. Yeah, Fern gets hit with a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That is, while within this creeping necrotic energy, Fern is unfortunately vulnerable to necrotic.
Okay.
And therefore...
Oh, so is that like double or something?
Yes, it is.
Ooh. Probably you might be falling on your head here.
Fern takes 38 points of necrotic damage.
That's already double?
That is already doubled, so it was... Yeah,
okay, he's still good. He's hurt.
19
he's still
times
good.
2. As he just fires off the cantrip. That is his legendary action. At the end of Gord's turn, there are now the 3 mages' turn who are no longer concentrated on
not good.
the spell and are therefore free to try and fuck you up. Let's see. The one closest to Mary is going to send Eldritch Blast. 1 towards Mary, 1 towards Hondo.
Ooh, not good.
Against Mary is a straight roll. Against Hondo is at disadvantage as he is prone. and I'll give him half cover because Mary is standing over him.
Respect.
So against Mary, that is going to hit with a 22.
Yep.
Against Hondo, disadvantage.
Can I cutting words this roll? I'm just going to look the range on it.
Yeah, check the range.
60 feet.
You should be good.
Do you want me to use it right now?
No, unfortunately, you're out of range.
Oh, I'm not within 60 of Hondo?
It's
It has to be of the person who cast it.
Oh, you're
caster.
right. I thought it was on Hondo. Yeah, sorry, you're right.
Unfortunately, I rolled only an 18 total, and with Hondo's AC and Mary giving him a boost, that puts him above. So the second shot misses.
Damn.
Mary, you do suffer 7 points of force damage. The other two, let's see. One is going to. This one. Pulls way back. And Gordon, you need to make a dexterity saving throw as a fireball is thrown in your direction.
Fireball? Oof.
And this one on this side.
11.
That's a fail. We'll resolve that in a second. On this side is going to do the same at Allie, which is going to hit Allie, Fern, and Lavender.
I'll counterspell that.
Okay. It's done. The spell nullifies as Valentine. You see one begin, and as you see the one that is focused towards Alana, Lavender, and Fern, you know that is the more dangerous one. And you just steal that magic.
Oh, thank you.
Gord, however, unfortunately, is going to suffer a little bit of fire damage. Wow! That's a lot of 6s.
Are you resistant in your like fancy schmancy?
Interesting.
That's not as many 6s. You take 30 points of fire damage.
If you're in Herald of Death, you become resistant to fire.
Okay, so you take 15 points of fire damage there, Gord.
You can't flame Ghost Rider.
It's fair, it's a fair point, and yet they wanted to.
Paddington Ghost Rider. Fan art, Hexplorers DnD, send it in.
These guys just begin to kind of fan out and move a little bit at the end of their turn. Valentine, we're to you, Lavender on deck.
Oof. All right. I think I lost one of them. So there's one on the far, maybe he's off map. Or is there two in that corner? And then
you're right. No, there's one that you counterspelled. I couldn't see my map.
That's okay. I will. I think I'll save some stuff. So I'm just going to. Fuck! The fucking Hondo's gonna die. Maybe I'll just trust Mary on that. I will. Yeah, let's just get big. I will. Nah, fuck it. I'll use Eldritch Blast on that guy cross near Mary.
Yeah, good.
3 of them.
These guys have been untouched thus far.
1. Oh, wait, that's damage. Sorry. 22.
Hits.
16.
Hits.
And 11.
Miss. So 2.
2 damage. So first damage is 6, and second. Come on now. Second damage is 10. So 16 total.
16 total. You got it. On that guy, you got it. He just gets blasted twice as they just begin to kind of fan out, and now are heavily focused on the battle, and you can see like magical energy light within the skull faces, and they are now looking angrily and hungrily to serve their master.
I still have fly, so Hondo. Maybe it's just smartest to spread out. Can I fly towards that, like towards Mary and Hondo.
Yep.
But then I'm gonna go like northeast from there. Yeah, exactly.
That's 60 right there.
And then bonus action, I think I have 2 left. I have 3. I'll inspire Mary.
Okay.
And be like, what's wrong with him? You gotta figure it out.
Okay.
That's it.
End of your turn.
Yep.
At the end of your turn, nope, he's used all of his legendary actions now. So that's end of Lavender.
I'm pretty much in range with all of them, right? At a 150 fireball, even if I just kept going on that vibe.
You could hit, yeah, but it would be a single target.
Right. Okay. I'll go to that one to the very right of me.
The one on the east near me.
Yeah. Oh.
Or do you want to just target that way?
Yeah.
Might be smart to move a bit, just so you're not grouped up.
You're still technically in that cone of necrosis.
Oh yeah, let's get it out of there.
Yeah, that sounds real scary. I don't like that.
That sucks.
That'll pull you out there and still give you plenty of range to hit any of these people.
I just want to prestidigitation myself so badly, but I understand the mission. I am going to 4th level fireball that bish.
You got it. I'll make a dex save over here. Ooh, that's a natural 16. Plus 2 is 18.
That is your spell.
Dex
save.
is 18.
Wow, okay, saves. Still half damage.
But can I use bend luck and like against you?
I don't remember every time we do this.
I don't know if you can use it against someone else's save.
You can.
One of the 2 will apply. I just don't remember which one.
Keep rolling.
Yeah, just read the ability.
Bend luck. Where are you? When another creature you can see makes an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction to spend 2 sorcery points and roll a 1d4 to apply that number rolled as a bonus or penalty of your choice on the creature's roll.
You don't
So
have
I'm
to
gonna
roll.
I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points, confirm, and it doesn't matter what I roll because you lose.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a
cool.
minimum 1.
Smart.
Go ahead and roll damage.
So then damage.
You already cast that, yeah.
I already cast that, so
Pretty good. Couple 6s.
34.
Wow, okay, that's enough. You watch as another one on this side is just decimated. Not quite in such spectacular fashion as your last one, but still pretty good as it erupts. And
I am on fire today. Get it, guys, fireballs. Hondo's dead. Hondo's dead?
He is now, 30 feet in front of you, and you can see he is not looking good.
Oh my god, Hondo.
That is your action. You want to do anything for a bonus, and you have, I moved you pretty much your full move, so.
Healing hasn't worked on Hondo.
As a bonus.
You can ask.
What? As a bonus, can I clean myself up?
You can wipe yourself down, but you can't use a spell.
And I can't do any healing things on Hondo, right? They didn't work anyways.
You can try magic healing word.
Try a level 1 healing word if you want.
Level 1 healing word.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
And I cast it.
It doesn't.
It doesn't work. But when I cast it, I say, Hondo, we were supposed to grow old together. Who is going to be my muse? And then I say, oh shit.
What?
Maybe if Hondo's dead, these will be worth more.
Oh my god.
And then I'm just going through the existential crisis of my art and Hondo's dead body in front of me. What the fuck is she talking about?
You got it. Unfortunately, the healing does not make its way to Hondo's ears, but the rest of you are scarred with that mental image.
That's right.
That takes us to Hondo's turn. I need
We'll
you
always
to make a
have
death
that
saving throw, man.
Well,
Oh boy. Okay.
so realistic.
D20, baby. Yeah, I should have inspired you. That's right. I should have done that.
Yeah. To inspire Hondo?
Yeah, but I
Oh,
didn't.
fuck. I should have inspired Hondo.
That's a
Oh,
success.
yay.
Mark another success for Hondo. Clinging to life. That is the end of Hondo's turn. That
the
takes
end
us
of Hondo's life. I mean, turn.
Well,
to Mary. What do you do? You can see Hondo is the necrosis is slowly kind of ebbing away from him, but he's still not breathing. He's still not 100%.
Yeah. I guess I don't know if this will work or not, but I'm just gonna try to remember. any of the medical training I did not show any interest in as a child. And just kick myself for not paying more attention as an 8-year-old. And I'm just going to try to stabilize him.
That's smart.
Okay,
I don't know if I can.
I mean, you
So
can
worth
certainly
the try.
try. I will say, part of the stabilize mechanic is if you roll too low, if you fail by too much, you
God.
lose as a death save.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Oh my
Yeah, I know. I still have luck and I have inspiration, but otherwise, I don't know if he'll last another round.
If he gets hit with something spooky, he'd be.
I'll be honest, this is the time.
Do
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a
That is a natural 19.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. And I will add the D10, Scott.
Sure. Fuck it. Yeah, D10.
That was a 6. So 26 total.
Okay. Mary, you
Just trying to ignore all the shit around me that's terrifying and just be like, okay, this is not your thing. We are going to fucking try.
Mary, something interesting happens.
Oh no.
As you kneel down over Hondo and you are 40 feet from a near demigod of undeath. You are inside what you believe to be the once god skull of Tenebrius, of this horrid, monstrous entity. Your friends are surrounding you. Their enemies are falling. You see...
I'm fighting like every urge. All she wants to do is go hit something. That's all she wants to do.
And you just the blood pounding in your ears from that adrenaline spike of I need to protect these people. But Hondo is one of us, and I have a little bit of energy. I know what to do here. And you kneel down, and you begin kind of trying to work some of the poison out of his veins. And you're trying to do your combat medic, just do your best to repair his wounds. And for a moment, you feel his pulse slow to nothing. You
What?
place a hand kind of on his chest and then like strike and hit him hard in the chest, and you feel another pulse. And you just continue your act. You're trying your best, but your best isn't enough. But something interesting happens.
My God, fucking Kyle.
Your hands over the wound, you see them begin to kind of stitch and heal. You see the poison slowly seep away as a pair of kind of golden hands meet yours. You just smell just the faintest hint of like a cinnamon scent as just this faint kind of feather brushes your wing. And in just the most barely there image, you see the flame-wreathed Neavir over top of Hondo, meeting you across his body. A hand strokes across his chest, and you feel his pulse and his heartbeat, and then it's gone. That's your action.
Yep. Sure is. I guess. Oh God, I don't have anything that's a bonus action outside of healing myself, which isn't really probably on the top of her mind right now. I think she's going to reel from that, take a deep breath, and she's been focusing on this. So take a look around and just I'll try to use eye for detail to try to figure out. I mean, I guess me as a player already knows this, but to see if Orcus is lasting or not, like just trying to get a bead on the room because she hasn't been focusing on it.
Make a perception check. That's fair.
That's a 19 again, so like 20 something.
You can tell, though you're not a practicer of magic, you don't even really like to understand it or try. You can see that the clear aura is diminished. It's fallen away to not even glowing, and his form is barely even lit. It looks more like typical flesh. but even that has begun to become like translucent, as if like fading away. You can tell it is almost over. The two on the other side of the battlefield, they will fight to the death, but it's no question.
Okay.
But that last just hint of whatever was just in front of you, whatever what you believe to have been Neovir, hasn't left. That's the end of your
Okay.
Bring out that minute.
I still have movement. So I'm just going to be like, okay, buddy, come on. And I'm just going to pull him back towards the Pegasus.
Okay.
Just in that direction.
You can tell he is now stable, but not conscious.
Yeah, not conscious. That's what I figured. So I'm just going to try to get him as more away from stuff as I can, and I'll just instruct Mira to, I guess, on her turn, come and just provide him cover.
Yep. Easy enough.
That's it.
That is the end of your turn, and Mira just comes and just splays her wings out wide, and gets a little low and kind of covers the two of you from Orcus. That is the end of Mary's turn. That takes us to the last throwdown of Orcus.
Lovely.
You can see already his form is fading, and his demeanor has not really shifted. He's still ultra confident. He has barely been touched, and he has watched you all, one fall and several with another round. Who knows? But the betrayal that he has experienced at this sudden turn of one he called a herald, one he chose as his instrument of death, that will not be abide. Gord. Orcus makes his way towards you.
Oh boy, this will be scary.
You watch necrotic energy kind of begin to grow around him. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on, buddy. This might be a luck thing if you need it.
Oof.
I'm gonna use luck.
Well, I'll say it out loud. I want to hear it.
Got a 4.
Okay. That's not good. With luck, you get another shot.
Ooh, this one's a 5. I'll take that one.
Oh, fuck.
Across the battlefield, you watch as whatever light, there's barely any light in here, only that which Lavender is providing essentially through her just crown of stars.
That's gone.
That's gone. The
Her personality.
the glittering personality of Lavender illuminating the space. And the faint flicker of fires every now and again from these creatures. But you watch as it gets even darker, and it coalesces in darkness around Gord. And Gord, you just feel sapped of energy. You feel drained. You drop to your knees, and with Orcus standing over top of you, says, "Your days are numbered, boy." Gord, you suffer. I'm going to roll with the computer here.
God.
That's never a good sign. I don't want to count the dice is never a good sign.
Gord, you suffer 60 points of necrotic damage.
That's not good.
66 points of necrotic damage, reduced to 33. You're resistant.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh.
We're all so far away. Can't do anything.
In that case, you don't get to hear the second part.
Oh, fuck.
That is going to...
Like, I'm too far away to counter that. I'm more than 60.
You're way more than 60.
Yeah.
I specifically moved to make sure. That, I guess, will end his turn. And you watch as that darkness comes back, Orcus is gone.
Isn't gone?
He gone.
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone.
For the purposes of expediency, you kick the shit out of those other two guys. I don't even want to play it out. Like,
We did it!
you know, maybe you take a couple points of damage. Maybe you burn a couple of spells. Between all of you, those guys are fucked. And if Mary has like successfully finished and Brawley is like up, no, they're dead. So the battle comes to a close.
Shoot.
What do you do?
Hondo. So is Hondo dead? Is he stabilized? Let's get a roll call here.
Hondo is officially stable, so you don't need to roll death saves, Hondo. You can put yourself at 0 hit points, but alive. And no longer
Is there still a
poisoned.
golden? Is there still a goldeny glow around him?
Not visibly. And I would say, honestly, you didn't see that.
Okay, just
And there's a Pegasus over top of him still.
There's a Pegasus and Mary. It'd be so difficult to see. Mary's the only one who noticed that aura. But I was never going to take that away from the rest of you.
Do we do we think we can heal Hondo? Like, does that necrotic-y energy look like it's gone away, or is he still like poisoned?
The whatever was stopping the healing seems to have faded. He seems like he's normal, just unconscious.
Then
I'll just shout out like, Hondo's fine for now. Where's everyone else?
I'll fly down to Hondo because I'm right there, and I'll cast Cure Wounds on him. Let's go.
Gord, I need you to make a death save for me, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone needs to check on him.
On Gordo?
I do for that again. I don't remember.
Just roll a d20 for me. Just straight d20.
Go heal Gordo, quick.
Oh, I will.
Allie, if you can see that he's down, yell out.
Okay.
1?
Oof.
Am I able to see him from where I am?
Yeah. He just failed 2 death saves with a 1.
I will 5th level healing word, Gord.
I'd say with enough calling out and searching the battlefield, especially seeing as like you would have moved over that way to kill those other 2 guys. Gord is down, but is now back up. Roll your
Could
heal.
she have used cure instead of the word?
Yeah.
Would you?
Oh, can I use cure wounds?
Yeah.
For sure.
The word, the good word.
Good word.
Oh, damn, 32.
That's really good.
Lav, go ahead and make a medicine check as well.
Can we note that I also pet his tail?
He doesn't have a tail.
8.
His tail was lost in hell. That's not even a joke. That's what happened.
No, it's in his bag still.
Oh, does he
Kept
still
it.
have it?
Hondo,
He
you have
kept it.
20 HP.
Lav, what was your medicine? What was your medicine check, Lavender?
It was a cool 8.
Okay. You heal Gord. You use your magic and you do stabilize and heal. Gord, you are
Oh
conscious.
yeah, what's wrong with me?
What did you say, Kyle, there?
Gord's conscious.
Okay.
Lav, you expend the spell. He's healed. You begin to see him begin to breathe. However, as you were in such a rush to heal, and as you feel it take effect, it's working. He is breathing. His breath rises. He looks rough. His fur is turned ashen gray and is falling out in patches. He is skin and bone. He looks, for all intents and purposes, as if his years have been taken from him.
Oh no. That's 60 years of punishment in hell. That might have caught up to him.
You guys, Gord, don't take this to offense. I know that's one of my pet peeves too when people say, hey, don't take this to offense. But then it's like, you're going to see something I'm going to take. Guys, he doesn't look good.
Can we all gather together here for a sec?
Mhm.
I'm just going to quickly use the Pearl of Power to get that 3rd back.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, used it. Hondo, you need healing again. Gord, you need
No
What?
short rest.
no short rest. We can talk about it. I mean, we know Carval just was like sent on a mission to go get that word, so we're kind of in a rush. But Gord, you look like shit. How do you feel?
Pretty good, you know. Fine.
You sound like a very old man.
Gord,
feel good.
Gord, as you sit up you feel your bones are frail. You're wheezing. You're about 80 years old.
Whoa.
Give or take a couple. You don't feel quite as youthful, obviously. You have been forcibly ravaged by time.
What's happening to me?
Oh, Gordo, you look like such an old cat now. If you were to quantify how you feel in hit points, what would you be at?
A
Hondo.
4?
24?
4.
Hondo.
No, Lavender healed you.
No, it's how he feels.
Oh, okay.
No.
He's telling you how he feels.
I understand now.
bad.
Feels like a 4. Nobody else got that.
Oh, fuck, that's funny. You did get 32, just so you know, in case that went past you. But Hondo, you're at 20, so let's give you some more health.
I'll just be like eyes fixed on where I saw the knee of your hands.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to make sense of that. I don't know.
I'm gonna do another third level. Sorry.
And I'm not sure if
That's
Hondo
really good.
saw anything when he woke up too.
Hondo, 27.
Thank you.
Hondo, actually, that's a good point, Mary. As you come to, as you're being healed, and the last thing you saw in life was the back of Orcus's head, and then pain, and then falling in death. But as you come to consciousness, Mary and everyone is over top of you, and Valentine is rushed over, and the Pegasus is there. It's like a dream that you remember Neavir kind of just like haloed around out of focus through a tunnel vision. You can just see her with like fire for eyes and flame for hair. But you can see and you can just smell that kind of cinnamony scent that always kind of carried around with her.
Cute.
I don't remember any of this, but it doesn't surprise me.
Gordo, I'm going to give you some healing. I'm going to give you a level 3 cure wounds. I think, do we got to keep going here, guys? Gord, can you even move? But like, we gotta finish this and get the fuck out of here.
I'll just just pick up like a random stick that's lying around, and I'll kind of break it so that it's enough for a walking cane for him.
It's so cute.
I could see you doing that, or like a femur bone from one of the skeletons.
Yeah, that's even better.
Very
20
fitting
It's the
for
strongest bone in the body.
Gord, add 21 more health.
The last words to remind everyone, as you heard Orcus issue the command to Carval, was something to the effect of
Go get it.
go deeper, retrieve the word, fulfill your bargain, whatever, something to that effect.
What, Mary, did you take a look around? Did you see a way out of here? Like, we're in the skull now. Is there, I didn't really get it from the map. Like, are there ways deeper? Because he just teleported, right?
It seems like at a quick glance, you can see both sides continue off and kind of curve into darkness, but you're not sure exactly where. Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Sure. I also have those Wayfinder Sphere stuff, but int first. This will be straight roll 7. Because my -2.
As you were.
We need to keep going. Is anyone else hurt? I'm just below 100, but that's not. It's not great. I'm about a third down. We have some potions. Allie, you got hit, and Lavender, you got hit too, right?
I did, but I'm okay.
I did, but I feel like shit.
I
I did, and I feel like shit.
let's add some numbers to this. I'm at 66. What are you at?
I'm at 40.
Probably what are you at?
I'm at 176.
Okay. Val, 66. Lav. What are you at, Mary?
98 out of 149.
Yeah, that's low for you. 98. Honda, what are you at now?
47.
Oh, man.
I have a potion of healing. Should I use it?
Magic's like more handy. I don't know. Gord, what are you at?
55.
It's decent, considering you were dead. 1, 2,
Right. I do have cure wounds.
Bro, you said you were like almost full.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, you got your...
Heart-
Sorry, go Mary.
I was just gonna say we don't know whether or not we should probably keep moving, but I'm a little nervous to go up against Carval again. He has the staff now. That's scary.
Mm-hmm. But if we just wait, he's going to get an hour ahead of us.
I agree. But I don't want to send any of us into. Just saying, if we're gonna go, if we're gonna go right away, we need to be as prepared as possible.
Gordo, okay, metagaming talking, not metagaming, but Gord, you're down both your spell slots, or do you still have one left? Because you used Steel Wind. I think the other ones were just like abilities.
I still have 2 5th level.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I still have a few.
That's good. Maybe we just heal up and keep going. Like we can't rest an hour. He's gonna fucking do shit. So
Already wasted a lot of time.
So let's just add more healing. Hondo, do you want to heal yourself?
Sure.
So we'll do whatever you like. Max heal. What do you have? Cure wounds? Like do
Yeah,
some
cure wounds.
Who has potions?
I do.
We all. The answer is all of us. I'm just trying to figure out.
First, I have a bunch of. Where'd it go?
Lav, maybe you should heal yourself too with some of your spells.
I think so.
I have a regular, a greater, and a superior.
That's really good.
Yeah, maybe someone should take those. I have 2 graders. I'd like to keep one in my back pocket for getting someone else back up if we need to. But, yeah, Lav, if you want, you can probably take this grader because you're pretty low.
I just cast
Oh, nice.
3rd level cure wounds, 2 8s, 2 5s, 26.
Nice.
Wow, that was my best heal ever.
Your one to Gord was great too.
Yeah,
So you're still at 66 though.
66
like,
out of 116.
And Hondo's only at.
But it's like, do I want to use all of these spells? I guess, because I also don't want to die.
Do you want to die is the ultimate.
You have how many sorcery points do you have? You can do that too.
Not a lot, because I did something crazy last time. I forget what it was.
No.
What's wrong? You roll like 2?
This is what I rolled for cure.
Okay.
You
can
do
take
add
this.
like, I think you added 3 to die or
I
something.
had a 3, so it's 6. Great.
I'm gonna 2nd level cure wounds myself.
I'm gonna 1st level cure wounds myself.
And that's 12.
Oh, I thought that was me. Okay, I got added
Yep.
8.
Okay, Hondo, take a greater healing potion.
I have one. Yeah.
I'm gonna
No,
first
like, I mean, like, here, I'm physically giving you one to down because I have 2.
Okay.
I'm using
So-
another cure wounds on myself. Sorry.
What do I do with that?
Just drink it. It is, yeah, it's 4d4 plus 4.
Ooh,
Gonna use my last 1st level spell. Let's fucking do it.
that's better.
That's 12 plus 4, 16.
So I'm at 88 out of 102. What are you at, Lav?
I am at 84,
It's not bad.
116.
It's not bad.
I'm gonna do
At
another 1st level.
90.
Yeah, do it first.
Allie's fine. Brock might need more.
Nice. God, she's rolling great.
But I rolled a 1 before that on that.
Oh,
so,
really?
but still.
It all adds up.
Yeah. It does all add up because it's tight.
So you guys are just trying to
Quickly
burn
heal.
through heals as much as you can, and then try and track down Carval. Yeah, that's the plan.
Yep.
So
Oh, that's it.
continue as you were healing. In this healing time, Gord, in your weakened state, bless you.
Thank you.
In your weakened state, as you're kind of sitting around and people are healing you and you're sitting and just catching your breath, in one eye, you see your friends, you see the recuperation, but in the other, it suddenly goes cloudy and smoky. And then you see it kind of reform a vision. And you're still conscious of one eye, but in the other, it's like a secondary perception. It's this weird split screen where on one side you have this and your friends, and yet on the other, you see the dark interior of the throne room of Orcus's domain. He sits atop a bone throne that is just compacted bodies, humanoid bodies at the base, and bones rising up, topped with skulls, fangs of like ribs kind of sticking out. And he sits lounging, just like munching on flesh, some creature, some poor soul, unfazed by the battle. But in this kind of solo vision in the one eye, you just see this horrid grin as he kind of pulls off to the side like a couple, like 3 or 4 chains. He just kind of pulls back, and out of one of those long pits of dark like tar, you watch as something is pulled up and out as he kind of push, and from the tar he kind of just brings up and dangles in this kind of thin vision to you. You see what looks like yourself wrapped in these chains. You look horrified and faintly spectral. There's still a piece of you that Orcus possesses. And it's just a faint taunt to show you, no matter what you do, he knows where you're going to end up. And the vision fades. Is everyone healed?
And I think that about does it. Gord, what's your health at?
55.
Anyone Hondo, you have some spare healing for our boy, or did you use it all up?
Let me check. I think I have 3 first level slots and 1 second level slot left.
Maybe save your second. I bet that's cool. But do you want to burn a first on?
I can do a first cure wounds.
Allie, how many potions did you say you had?
I have 3, a regular, a greater, and a superior.
That might be the time for someone to take one of those.
Is this for Brock?
Yeah.
For your boy, yeah.
For
For Orcus. Nice.
Orcus boy? Yeah.
10.
7 plus 3, right? Or what do you add to it?
Yeah,
10
it's plus 3, so 10.
10 points.
And then, yeah, maybe we use that greater potion, just like...
Yeah.
So sorry, Kyle, what's a greater?
44 plus 4.
Oh, Jesus. Brock, do you want to roll 4 d4s?
Sure. Well,
Plus 4, that's great. 16. So add that too.
Yeah, I mean, no one's near max right now,
What?
but
So now what are you at?
71. I also have the false life spell.
Oh, that's true. That's good.
That doesn't stack, so you can get a little bit of temp HP.
I get 1d4 plus 4 temporary hit point.
That's good.
I can make mage armor also.
That would,
no, you're wearing armor.
I don't know if that would boost your AC or not.
I thought he's wearing armor.
How much you at? 70 something?
71 of 96.
Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna burn my last 2. 1 for you. Nice. Fuck. Roll to a 1. That's 11 HP to you. And then I'm going to burn one for myself.
I'm at 82 and 96 now.
And now I add 12, which I think takes me right to full. Nope, to 100. So I am down 2 hit points, but might
That's
as well.
pretty fucking
One or
good.
2 hit points.
Well, the difference between life and death, baby. Oh, that's my last second. So I'm all out of seconds. I'm all out of firsts.
Wow.
And I got 1/3 left.
Oof.
I got 1 healing potion. I can technically heal myself in combat if I need to with a bonus action. Allie, you haven't used that either yet, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Kyle, how long do you think this fight took?
This fight? 3 rounds.
Like, how long has it been?
The fight, obviously, very quick. This recuperation time has been longer than the fight, for sure. The fight was maybe 3 rounds, so 18 seconds. But, like, this has been a couple minutes of you guys, like, getting everyone up, healing, trying to get your feet together.
I'm just thinking for my little wings.
Oh, you've got an hour? Like, you're fine.
Yep. Okay.
You've used, we'll say, by the end of everything here, 10 minutes has passed.
Perfect. 15 minutes of wings, and Mira's good for, like, whatever, 8 hours.
8 hours. Yeah.
Mira's
Fern's still good. I won't bother healing him, but Brawley, why don't you stay on him?
What's Fern at?
He's at like 20 something.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like 1 hit point.
No, he has 59 health, and so he's at 21 now because I had to bring him back, so he had full. I think.
What's the plan?
Yeah, so we saw 2 possible ways to move forward.
Both ends of the cavern here seem to just kind of continue on.
Let me take out the Wayfinder sphere. The orb has dark vision, blah, blah, blah. I could cast locate object or locate creature. Concentration up to an hour. If the creature's within 1,000 feet. That might be worth it. What do you guys think?
I mean, 1,000 feet sounds reasonable. Like, how long does it take to cast?
It lasts an hour.
Okay, yeah, take it. Do it.
Start using the sphere.
Sure. Are you using the enhanced version of the spell or just the straight version?
I think just straight up, because I don't have the spell slots to fuck with.
As you take a minute to kind of get the sphere activated and try and, you're not really used this yet. So it's the first time you're trying to get this to go. So it takes a minute of kind of fiddling around to find what to press to get the locate creature, I assume is what you're going for.
Locate Carval creature, yep.
You find it, you activate it, and you watch as the sphere it's already kind of in this like kind of like floating little bubble, like little ball. It kind of kicks out and you see a little of arcane energy, and in this like aura all around it, you see all these little sigils and things begin to kind of all wind up, and it just like all clockwork energy that reforms, and there's just this faint kind of pipping light off the top, and it like kind of circles all of you for a moment, and then circles a second, and then slowly kind of just drifts back to where there was like a raised stone. It wasn't a platform, but we call it a platform. It's not like a construct or anything like that. Where you saw Orcus and Carval previously when you first entered, basically straight down the barrel of the gun. And it just kind of stops at the wall and just bips and just like.
So he's through this wall potentially, guys? I think we gotta clear this wall. Brawley, do you want to try and hammer through this fucking wall or something?
Absolutely.
He already knows.
He knows anyway.
He knows we're coming.
Knows we're coming. Might as well.
Don't we have who has advantage against walls or something? Did I make this up? Didn't someone have something like...
I think you're
Allie has
integrated the wall.
Allie has knowledge about stone.
Allie has something with stone.
I do.
This isn't so much stone as petrified bone and flesh. So that's not going to help here. But, I mean, yeah, if you guys want to just start hammering at this wall.
Well,
the craftsmanship is so sloppy.
Allie, do you want to check out that wall? You don't have advantage against walls. Do you want to see if that wall is real, or I guess it's bopping against it, right?
It's constantly like hitting. It's like very faintly, like it's not doing any damage, but like it's basically like it's trying to continue forward and it can't.
Do we want to try and investigate this wall before we smash it for a secret?
I can check it first.
Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check, Allie.
Okay.
Could I just on like? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say while she's doing that, I was just start walking from wherever she is in one direction, with my hand against the really disgusting wall to try to see if maybe like it's going that way, but it's because there's a tunnel that starts somewhere else and like loops around.
Sure. With your hand against the wall, it is oddly cold.
Great.
That's not super surprising. It's oddly cold, and you just kind of follow it. There's no immediate sign of illusion as you're kind of going down the hallway, and it does slowly have a curve to it. But nothing, we'll say you only go about 100 feet away from the party before realizing this just kind of continues for a while in this path, and you don't see any obvious sign. Allie, what did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
It sure looks like bone.
Icky.
Gross.
It's certainly not an illusion. There's like, as you put your hands to it, like this is a wall of bone inside of the skull of this entity.
Okay.
What about Mary?
Mary, I mean, if you want to continue walking down, we'll say the left tunnel, maybe you find more. I stopped you before going too far away from the party because I assumed you would not.
Yeah,
that sounded like a bad idea. So go by myself.
But you go 100 feet and you don't see any open structures, open passages, and this tunnel just seems to continuously dip away. Your dark vision only gets you so far, so like you're not sure. There's no seeming light source beyond.
Can I ask a perspective question?
Mm-hmm.
We're in the skull of like a giant beast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Would this be like into the cranial cavity that we'd be this wall through?
Yeah, like basically through the eye is where you entered. So it's like almost like coming up through the temple.
So yeah, like maybe he just teleported through that, and if there's knowledge, it's in the dead brain of this beast. So yeah, I mean, it's better. You bashing this wall now would save us spells to try and dimension door through like he did. By the looks of what Hondo told me.
Yeah, I can definitely break it down if you want.
Let's do it. You guys go with that?
I won't be.
We're not sneaking up. We're not sneaking up on this fucker. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He knows.
Go ahead and make, rather than making a series of attacks, Allie.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a strength check. Just a straight strength check here.
I rolled a 14. I forget what my strength is. +5. 19.
You take a first couple of strikes, and your hammer each time is just thundering, and it's just like you're trying to smash through bone and a wall, and just trying to like you're not. This is where your stone cunning comes in handy. This is not the most efficient way to burst your way through a wall. However, you are finding it's working. The bone is brittle enough, and your hammer is strong and is magically empowered. And with just your straight strength, like you begin to like clobber into this wall. And after a couple of minutes, we'll say 2 minutes pass, and you've made a sizable dent. You have a choice collectively. You can bash through this with help, maybe a little faster. If you're doing it solo, it's going to take a minute. To get through what you would imagine is the thickness of this bone, it could take up to 10 minutes. If that's a time you guys are willing to put down, do it.
Like alone or?
Alone. So it could be a little faster with some help. And Allie leading the way, knowing that like using bludgeoning weapons here is going to be the way to go. So anything that's not bludgeoning is not going to help.
Question.
Hmm?
What if I have a bunch of random daggers from the beginning and I don't care what happens to them? If Allie hits it and there's a crack anywhere, could I wedge a dagger in, and if she hits the dagger, kind of try to use it as a to try to crack it instead and crack it in a way?
Yeah, I'd allow that to give Allie advantage on her check, and it'll speed you up a bit, but not a ton. Like it'll shave a minute or two.
10 minutes though. Fuck, we've already spent a lot of time, and I mean, other way is just, I guess, go the hallway was kind of going that direction, but not entirely, Kyle, is what I kind of gleaned.
It didn't have, you didn't travel enough to really know more.
We don't have Oric anymore, right?
No, or it got bamfed away early in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we do have a very non-stealthy Pegasus that I could send another 100 feet or so and report back. But yeah, if there's anything waiting for her, she's just gonna die. So I'll ask her to go and just try to glide and fly and be quiet as possible, and not put Ploppy on her horsey.
She immediately follows and says, no, doesn't say anything, just takes off. Make a stealth check for Mira as she begins to just take off into this tunnel.
It's trash. Like, don't even worry about it. It's bad.
Yeah, it was never going to be great, but she begins to go. So the question is, how much time do you want to devote to this? You can get through this wall using straight brute strength and a little bit of craftsmanship and intelligence from Mary to help hit certain points. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
We have a potion. Sorry, I just want to look this up. We have a potion of spell recovery.
Mm-hmm. It's a D4 plus 3.
And then how does it work into terms of like how much you get back? I'm just going to look it up quick.
Yeah, look it up. But I'm pretty sure it's just you roll a D4 plus 3 and then you get the spells equal to that number.
None can be of 6th level or higher. When you drink this potion, you recover expended slots with a combined level that is equal to or less than 1d3 plus 3.
So 1d6 halved plus 3.
I mean, Scott, I'd say you use that. You used a bunch of your lower spells, right?
Yeah, so I'll down it, but then I don't know how it works, so I'm just going to tell you what dice I got.
Yeah. 1, 2 is 1, 3, 4 is 2, 5, 6 is 3.
So I got 2.
So 1.
Plus 3.
So 4.
So then what do I get back from here?
You can choose. You can get up to 4 levels of spells. So you can get 1/4. You can get a 3rd and a 1st. You can get 2 seconds. You can
gotcha.
Get 4 ones.
Cool. I will do a 3rd and a 1st.
Done.
Wow. Who knew?
Yeah. It costs like 2,500 gold, but hey, it's worth it.
Worth it, baby. Let's get rid of that.
So I do need a decision here.
Let me just erase this.
How long do we think it would take Mira to go and come back? I'd say we continue working on it for at least that long.
She will did you just tell her to go 100 feet? Like 100 feet past where you went? So 200 feet?
Yeah, and then I think that's still far enough away that she could telepathically tell me if there's anything extra, and then, we make her choice from there, and et cetera, et cetera.
I mean, over the next minute, as the decision is still pending, Allie, you just continue fucking hammering at the wall, because
Yeah.
why not? Like, you gotta keep going.
Otherwise.
Exactly, it makes sense. Mary, over the next minute, Mira telepathically keeps coming back to you and just saying, just keeps going.
Does it seem like it's in that direction that we're trying to head?
It seems like it is a massive curve that will go around the entire skull.
Oh, okay. That's not super helpful.
You would know anatomy, how to get into the cranial cavity of a beast. Aside from just breaking through this barrier.
I mean,
this will work. Yeah. Collectively, this will work. It's just how much time you want to put into it.
I mean, typically it would be where the optic nerve is, but...
Which is where we at.
This is a giant undead god. It's not going to work the same way.
That's fair. That's fair.
Doesn't quite use the same physiology as a human, because his skull is a giant goat head.
Yep.
And he's powered by undeath.
He doesn't need an optic nerve.
He doesn't need an optic nerve. He doesn't even have eyes.
It would have to be the cranial cavity.
Anus, you're thinking?
Yes.
Anus to brain?
I mean, that is on the opposite. We just spent so much time traveling from his stomach to here.
You guys crash landed a lot closer to the anus than you are now. It seems like the Wayfinder, unless deactivated, it's continually trying to get through this wall. It seems
Does
like
anyone have
this-
any better ideas?
We could
The
use.
only other thing,
Go for
like
it.
Lavender has a disintegrate, but I don't want to. That's a big spell.
Such a big spell.
Mhm.
We could also use etherealness on one of us to go through. We could dimension
scout.
door. Pardon me. Yeah, scout. We could dimension door through. Problem is, as soon as this breaks, if he's just right there, is like set something, like he's gonna know we're coming through here.
Mhm.
I mean, admittedly, the etherealness to scout is not a bad idea because, like, when else are we going to use that? And if someone can get to see how deep this is, can see what's on the other side, can give exact, you need to dimension door exactly this much space so that no one accidentally dimension doors into nothing or into wall or bone or whatever. And then you can stay like that until it's gone, just in case anything else comes up.
But I don't think you could talk to us if you have etherealness on.
You'd have to use an action to drop it
Yeah.
and then come back. But you can essentially, in ghost form, do whatever the fuck you want for 8 hours. But
I
then
understand.
to re-communicate with everybody and re-engage with the world that you're in, you have to drop the spell, which is the action of the spell. It's not
Yeah,
a
that
back
doesn't
and
seem
forth. It's not a back and forth thing. It's a in, out, end of spell.
I say we use it. I say we use it on Hondo. He's a good scout. And then he could come back.
No, he doesn't even have to come back. He can just message us, radio us. So that's one less person who we have to dimension door through.
Okay.
Once he drops it, crosses through, drops it, radios us, so that then we don't have to dimension door him back through if that's what we end up doing.
Yes, that is true.
So I message you from his skull?
Inside the brain. Who
Unless
has
it's dangerous, and then come back. And before you drop this spell.
Who has teleporty spells though? I have dimension door. She has dimension door. You have dimension door gem. Gord has like a misty step. But
Still have Misty Step?
he has that one like far step thing.
Yes, he has Far Step, but I think you have to see where you're going with Far Step. The key here is you have to be able to do something to somewhere you can't see.
Exactly, and that's scary.
So Dimension Door is the key to that. Straight teleport, obviously. Etherealness isn't a teleport, but you could get through. But Misty Step and Far Step are points that you can see.
I could teleport us, but there goes my 7th.
Yeah, that doesn't seem worth it.
Let me just look it up.
About another minute passes as Allie is just hammering down the wall.
That's what I mean. Like, if the best way I think would be finding a better, faster way to get through this wall, because we're already doing it. But I just don't have anything else to contribute outside of trying to engineer with random shitty daggers that aren't actual mining tools.
We could throw the explosive at it.
Yep,
They were
that's
designed
an option.
to do that.
Let's do it. I have so many in my bag.
Oh,
I mean, Allie started it, so like even wedging it in there and then backing the fuck up and Eldritch blasting it. Yeah,
Let's do it.
So I'll stick it up his ass and then you will Eldritch blast it.
That was the plan, but you didn't do that to Orcus. Instead, he fucking murdered you.
Well, I was going to, but I got...
you got dead.
Well, let's let bygones be
I got
bygones. Who has a vial left? Hondo, I know you have one for sure. I think I have one for sure because I haven't used it.
Al has
You have one. You don't actually know Hondo has one, but you do have one.
I have
you
two
have two.
in my bag. Wink. And I'm going to take out one and I'm going to be like, all right, guys, back up. Let's get ready. And then I'm going to put it where Brawley was doing it. And if we get some cover here, do we feel good about this? You ready?
Let's do it.
You, Allie, and Mary, without needing a check, knowing how far you've been going, and not this will require more than one, but you can do one at a time, obviously.
Okay, that's good to know.
So, how far back do you guys move? Allie has easily created a good cavity for you to place
How much
this.
space do we have that still is line of sight?
About 120 feet. Give or take.
Yeah, that's
So, I mean, we've seen these things first up. We've literally been exploded by them before. So why don't we like place one? We can even bend around the corner there and I can just shoot it.
Go ahead and make an
Cool.
attack roll. As everyone backs away.
Wait, what is he attacking?
It's a hard shot because you're trying to hit a small thing in a thing, but you got 3 shots.
I got
explosive vial, so that it goes where we want it to
So
go
it's
instead
got-
of just chucking it.
22.
It's very easy to hit, but it's hard to hit the right spot. So unfortunately, a 22 does not hit.
Okay, these ones don't hit. I'm gonna try again. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's cantrip.
Can I try with Firebolt?
Absolutely.
Sick.
Now it's just a competition.
Yeah. Who blows it up first?
27.
Damn it!
Lavender.
And that was my first try.
And I got 27 on my last roll.
Lavender steps up, and I think your firebolt is 100 feet, so you have to step out a couple feet. But you're still out of range of the
120.
explosion. Oh,
I almost got it.
I thought Eldritch Blast had the longest range for some reason. Anyways, you strike and it just explodes out in a cloud of smoke, and bits and shrapnel of bone fire past you, but you guys are well out of range. And you can see that a massive crack is spiked through the wall, and a huge cavity has been opened up where Allie has begun. And you can see a crack that winds its way through a head. Not fully through yet.
I got one more in here, guys. We're ready.
You're probably through, you would wager about maybe 12 feet of bone.
There's no way Orcus is dead yet.
Well, he buggered off. I'll just use this last vial.
If there's a crack, is it a crack where we can see through, or is it just a crack?
You can just see a crack, so it's this place to put the other.
I don't have my last. I don't have my last vial. I had 2.
Where did it go?
Where did it go? Does anyone
knows where it went.
would anyone like to share where the vial went?
Let me check. I might have something. I'll look around.
Okay.
Let me check the pocket by my junk where I keep this very explosive vial.
Where I've been hit multiple
I
times.
don't know how this got here, but I have it.
Oh my god, thank you. Do you want to set that up?
You should really be more careful with your things, Valentine.
Oh, you're right.
So I'll go stick it in the crack and
You're good at that.
You gently place it into the crack of bone. Who wants to shoot?
I'll raise you.
Hunter, did you say you're gonna throw something?
yeah.
Okay.
Damn, I used the wrong attack.
Go ahead and roll an attack roll with one of your weapons.
So if you use a dagger though, it's gonna explode. So
Make sure you're far away.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back.
use a shitty dagger though. Don't use something
I'll
good.
just use a regular dagger plus 10.
Go ahead and roll.
Come on, baby.
20.
Wow.
So
Attaboy.
Cavalier Hondo just like puts the thing in, everyone's just kind of waiting, and he just kind of flips the dagger and just over his shoulder
It's better after death.
slams into the vial directly, and just like Cool Guys Don't Look at Explosions, just explodes out behind him as Hondo Cool Guy walks back towards you guys, and the flames just lick the back of you, but you're too cool.
What the fuck? That was crazy.
The wall falls.
It's another day.
There is about a 20-foot section that now is open, and in the immediate blast, you watch as just this like fluid just kind of begins to pour out. It does smell horrid. Like just straight decay. You've been kind of surrounded by it. It's not good. It's this kind of very gray liquid is now pooling out and pouring out, not gushing like a whole wall is coming out of you, but just like you've opened a cavity into this space. And after maybe 30 seconds, it slows to a trickle.
Oh, that was fucking gross. Okay, let's go. That was a loud explosion.
Very.
So let's quickly move forward.
Thank goodness you had that vial, Hondo.
You know, I'm always quickly thinking of these things. You know, careless Valentine, I come to the rescue.
Mary, are you on top of Mira?
Yeah, this is going to be marching order. Like, what's going on here?
I still have my wings, so I'm good. You said like that took 10 minutes, right?
This has now taken 10 minutes of rest and healing, and then this has been 5 minutes now because you didn't actively smash through. It's been 5 minutes. It could have been longer, but
So I got 45.
yeah.
Raleigh, you can stay on Fern if you want, just in case.
Okay.
I don't know if you're with BB, but Mary, are you with
Mira?
Mira?
For now, I think, well, it depends on how tall the space is
20 feet, you said?
and how wide it is.
Who wants to go in first?
Wish we had a rogue who did this as a professional job.
I mean, the last time Hondo snuck in first, he immediately got his ass
He died
murdered, so.
4 seconds later.
Not true. When Kyle played him, he was great. He was the perfect little spy. Do you want to do this, H?
I don't mind.
Okay, so
We also have the carpet.
that's true.
You want to pilot the carpet through?
I can do that.
Okay, so Hondo takes on the carpet. Who's behind Hondo? You technically could walk in two abreast unless you're on a mount, but so Hondo,
Do we want
carpet
to
is
walk or
first.
do we want to fly?
We can walk on our mounts.
Yep.
Just so we have the option to fly. If Lav wants to go with Brawley on Fern, that could be interesting.
Who's after Hondo?
I will go after Hondo on my, but just
Yeah, I don't want to obscure too much view on Mira from people who are behind me because she's kind of tall.
So why don't you go behind me? You can go in front of me, for God's sake.
That would be at the very front, basically, wouldn't it? Isn't that what Mary? Were you just saying you don't want to obscure view?
I don't want to obscure view of whoever could be behind me, is what I was saying.
I'd
I don't want to be at the very, very back. but
In fairness, the Fern is doing the same thing,
Yeah,
That's true.
and
Okay.
Val's got big ass wings. And
I'm trying to tuck him in.
nah.
I'll be behind. I guess I'll go behind Val then.
Okay, Mary on Mira.
Yes, for now.
Maybe you should go with Gord. Like, is Gord slow with his little old bones?
Yeah, Gord's at half speed.
Ooh.
So maybe Gord rides the carpet with Hondo?
He wants to.
Gord, are you comfortable with that? Or do you want to go in back?
I can go on the carpet.
Okay. Gord and Hondo on the carpet.
Rest my aching bones.
You can bring back that voice.
I was gonna say this is Gord's. What did you call? What was your alter ego?
Ned Tugent? Was
Ned
that his-
Tugent?
his old man?
Bimmy Jeffet.
Oh, yeah.
Whenever he had to pretend to be anything to
Maybe
speak in
Chuck.
anywhere, yeah, he was just an old man.
So Hondo,
Hondo on the carpet.
then me, then Mira and Mary, and then Fern with Brawley and Lav.
Lavender, you are riding with Fern and
No.
Elena? Okay. Fern / Allie / Lav. Okay. Gord and Hondo, can you give me perception checks first as you enter into the space? All of you can see nothing beyond. It is pitch black.
21.
Nice. Nat 20 again.
Wow.
Hondo.
As the two, well, actually, that works out perfectly. Thank you, both of you, for rolling great. Finally, you've broken through this wall. You line up. You're prepared, sort of, heading into something. Through the wall of bone. You see it's about a 15, maybe 16, 17 feet of bone. There's a chamber beyond that is pitch black, save an occasional kind of crackling arcane energy that sparks like lightning. And as each time you see it spark, you see multiple different streams of like crackling blue lightning strike a fleshy surface and kind of connect to skull in this massive cavern. And you do step forward onto a gray fleshy floor that begins to rise like a massive mound or hill in the center of this skull. In the brief flashes of lightning, you can see it is slick. It is very, for all intents and purposes, a brain, a gray brain that just rises. The smell of decay hits you again as you enter in, and you feel like an odd pulse or shiver through the floor as you take your, well, you don't actually feel that, but those of you who are walking on your mounts, you feel that kind of reverberate up through your mounts. However, as you've entered, immediately there's a burst of light in the seemingly center of the room at the top of this mound. There's this explosion of radiant light, like a massive plume of rainbow that explodes with radiance and light. It illuminates this massive open dome-like cavern. At the top of this mound, there now sits, as the initial kind of explosion of light, there now sits this dome of shimmering, multicolored light that illuminates most of the space out to 100 feet in this kind of rainbow hue. In this space, Hondo, Gord, you hear the familiar voice of Carval. These echoing kind of arcane words are being strung in what seems like a ritualistic fashion. You gauge pretty quickly the mound of skull from where you are to the apex is maybe 200 feet, maybe even more. It's kind of hard to say. So you'd probably say it's like a sphere of like a 200-foot radius of the skull. What do you do?
Let's get closer. He's somewhere in that dome probably, but let's be stealthy. Maybe all this lightning and stuff made that hard to hear.
It did not.
It did. It probably didn't. Like, who knows?
You guys have no problem making your way forward. If you want to roll stealth, you're more than welcome to. But you did just blast through a wall twice with explosions.
Is there space to, what's from the gray floor to like the ceiling of the skull? Like how much fly speed or fly distance we have?
Maybe 100, 200 feet.
Oh, great. Okay, cool.
Keep in mind, very sporadically,
Ooh, true.
bolts of lightning.
As Val's thinking about it, sees like that bolt.
It's not, this room is not safe.
Yeah.
And what lies within that rainbow dome, equally unsafe. How close do you guys want to get to it?
We got to get closer. We got to be quick too if we can hear him doing a
Let's
ritual.
get like 20 feet, within 20 feet.
Love it.
As you guys begin to kind of make your way up, flying, all of you flying and following your mounts up, it takes maybe 30 seconds to get close. And as you get closer, those words of casting a spell is being done inside of this dome. It's blinding as you get close to it. And legitimately, Hondo and Gord, as you guys get within 20 feet of it, I'd need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Oof.
I'm gonna use luck.
Okay. Ooh, Hondo,
Nice.
great. Hondo natural 19. Gord with a
17.
Do you add anything to your save?
doesn't
Oh, that was
auto.
it. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, I just did it on D&D Beyond. So it's 15 plus 2.
Or that blinding light, you were forced to shield your eyes lest you be blinded, and it's too much at this range. It's literally blinding, and for a moment you are blinded. Hondo, you pull a little bit short as you feel that initial like searing of your eyes, and you kind of pull up short. I would like an Arcana check from Valentine, Gord, and Lavender.
Nice. Screen's bigger. Nice.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 22. Actually 20 because my -2.
20.
Okay. Lavender, unfortunately, you're just kind of like, oh, it's pretty. But Valentine and Gord, as you kind of shake the blindness out of your eyes and it's kind of sparking, the two of you recognize that this is an incredibly powerful spell. There are only a handful of these spells using something called prismatics. This is one of the most powerful.
Is this Wall of Force-esque?
Better.
But I'm wondering if we want to get through, maybe we use your Disintegrate on it again.
With a 20 and Gord's 20 or 21, if you take 30 seconds
Yep.
and kind of take the moment in, You recognize this as a prismatic wall. A prismatic wall has 7 color layers, each of which have to be dispelled and destroyed in different ways. You can't dispel one without dispelling the top layer. Right now, you can see it's kind of got it's rainbow, but red is the primary color here. Red seems to be the one that is taking the most power. But it's the most bright right now. Each of these need to be destroyed differently. And with both of you, understand red likely is a fire dealing thing. You have to deal a certain amount of cold damage to break this one down.
Cool. Guys, who has cold? Let's be quick.
The time, I'm going to actively time this in real time.
Everyone be on this shit.
So
Get ready.
you have a certain, you don't know, but you have a certain time that in real life, I'm timing, starting now.
So with this red layer, it's fire. We have to use cold. Everyone look at your spells and stuff. See if you have a cold dealing spell.
Nope.
That was so quick.
Hondo is frostbite.
Does it do frost? Does it do frost damage?
Deals 1d6 on top of its regular d6.
It says 1d6 cold damage.
Try it.
So it does an extra one. Okay, I'll try it.
Okay, Hondo, as you get close to the wall, I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
As you get within that 20-foot radius, it is searing your eyes, and unfortunately, you are blinded.
Fuck me. Should have sharpshooter from far away there, pal.
With frostbite, you can't. Frostbite's a short sword.
We'll tell you when you're close. Keep going.
Go ahead and if you want to progress forward, roll your attacks.
I can progress forward like this?
You can progress forward, you're blinded, so you have to roll your attacks, you roll at disadvantage, and just
Okay.
roll 1d6 each time I say you hit.
Okay, so I'll roll
And each strike, okay, 14 plus your bonus.
frostbites plus 10.
Okay, that hits, so roll 1d6.
All right.
6.
6,
Nice.
okay.
6 plus 5
Okay,
plus 1d6.
yeah. Roll
So
again
that-
at disadvantage. No, it's just the 1d6.
No, it says 1d6 plus 1d6.
I know, but it's only the cold damage that matters.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, that makes sense.
Go ahead and roll another 2 attacks. Roll d20s. 2 d20s at disadvantage.
So 12.
Okay. That hits, but let's see. That's a miss. Roll again. 2 d20s. Yeah, 2 d20s. Okay, that's a miss. Each time, Hondo is striking, but just not piercing through. That's a hit. You can call out anybody. Go ahead.
I will inspire Hondo. I'll be like, let's go, pal.
Okay, that is that's a miss, unfortunately.
You want to use my inspo here?
You could
I'll use
inspo
it.
and hit.
If I need it.
That'll, yeah. So using the inspiration, that'll hit. So roll another d6. Okay. Need more.
Keep going.
Yep.
Man, no one has cold.
That'll hit.
So d6.
Yep.
Okay.
That hits. 2. Okay. 10 points of damage dealt total.
Ooh, yeah.
There you
At
go.
20?
That's what
Nice.
you need. So roll a d6. Okay, so 6.
3.
It's 16. Still not enough. Keep going.
Keep going. We don't have anything else.
That'll hit. Roll d6.
Fucking Hondo just. Is that a
2?
2? Yeah.
2.
Okay, 18. You're not quite there. Keep going.
Keep going.
Time is dwindling. That's a miss. Roll again. That's a hit. Roll d6. This is tedious. Time is dwindling.
5. Lab, do you want to inspire him?
Yeah.
You got,
Here's-
Come on, you idiot.
you're almost there, Hondo. As you strike that last one, that'll hit. As you strike
Nice.
that last one, you feel it crack.
No, back up.
And with that last one, you strike through. But as you are blinded, I need you to make a... Actually, I need to look at what the spell save is because you're not looking. So you strike and go through, and you hit the next wall with your arm as you go through. So first wall has been destroyed. You guys all watch in a shatter of red and rainbow. The first wall is gone. But Hondo, you hit wall number 2, which is orange. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
You have a D6 if you need it from earlier inspiration, unless you used it. Nice.
You're good. Oh wait, sorry. Is it a dex save? Where the fuck is it? When a creature as it passes through reaches dex save. Yes, dex save. So, even blinded. Oh no. Oh, that's okay. Even blinded, you tuck and roll quickly, and are able to not get impacted by this layer. It's now orange. Anyone who wishes to try, who is proficient in Arcana, can make an Arcana check to see what this one is.
I rolled a 24.
That's
22.
Enough.
Okay.
That's still enough. Orange is acidic damage and needs to be destroyed by wind. A strong blast of wind is all it takes to take this layer out.
Oh no, you have your gust of wind.
Yep.
Hopefully it's strong enough.
Is still blinded from the light. You just kind of turn, and Val, you just kind of aim his hand in the right place. And using your racial ability.
So Gust of Wind is a 2nd level spell.
No, you have it once a day. You don't need to knock off a spell.
It's one of your racial ones for being a Triton. And as you do summon this gust of wind that has helped you carry you along the seas, the acid and orange of this layer.
Okay, go. What else do we have?
I need another Arcana check.
You got it. 25 or something. 25.
That's enough. The next layer is yellow and must be dealt by force.
Eldritch Blast, go.
Roll damage.
Okay,
roll the hit.
Roll the hits. Okay, sorry. 1.
Gord, you can do the same.
That's 21.
To hits.
12.
Miss.
And 24.
Hits, so 2d10
2
plus
hits.
10.
Okay, Gord, if you can do it at the same time, it's going to save us time.
8.
Yeah, I'll do it too.
Go ahead and roll.
8 plus 10, so 18.
Okay.
I'll just wait for Gord's before I do mine again.
As time passes, Gord goes.
Ooh,
30.
nice. Was that a nat 20?
That hits, that's a natural 20.
Yeah.
Roll
Nice.
a d10 times 2. Cool.
Oh, wow, we like that was crazy.
Crazy.
Oh,
What was
that's
that?
not good.
8.
Our Elgato flickered.
So 16 there. So 16 and 18, 32.
2 more rock to hit. 2 more 20s.
Is that right? Yeah.
20. Roll 2d20s.
Yep. Val, you can do the same.
I can start again. Cool.
You can go again.
27.
Hits. Roll a d10.
Just
My
one.
first.
1 for now, yeah, and then you have 1 more. Like your Eldritch Blast, you get 3 of them. So
7.
Okay.
Ooh, 26 total.
26 hits.
I got a 20 and a 22, so I just did the damage, so it's 26 damage. The first one missed.
With both of you, just you watch the yellow just shatter. A green wall takes its place.
Is this necrotic? I'll roll.
You have to roll an Arcana check. This is not necrotic.
I got a nat 1, so I don't know.
Gord,
let's try.
Arcana check from Gord.
Lav got a nat 1. This is great.
Oh my god.
Gord, what did you get? Nice.
17.
How much?
17.
Okay.
For Arcana check?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17.
This one's harder to decipher.
Okay.
You gather the essence is poison, and you gather that it's not dealt by damage. This one seems to be more about like a teleportation must be used like on this. Like you need to bypass it through teleportation.
Hondo, do you have Arcana? Are you proficient in Arcana because you're a bard? Because you still have your D6.
Where would
He's
I?
not proficient.
If you're not proficient, you can't try it on this one.
Okay.
This one is very specific to you got to know your magics.
So we got to use something teleporty.
But to cast it at it, or we have to go through it with teleportation?
It's hard to tell.
We don't know.
with this one. You guys would understand that you can go through this with teleportation regardless, but then you are alone on the other side.
Yeah, too far.
It's also not a massive radius space. It's maybe 10-foot radius. So teleporting in, if you were to bring everybody, not everybody's fitting inside there. One person, sure, but you're not sure where Carval is inside there, or how exactly what is inside there. It's dangerous.
Who has Dimension Door? I do. Lav does.
What's the lowest level teleportation thing? Is it just Dimension Door?
It's a Misty Step, but I don't think anyone has that anymore.
You gather Misty Step would not work in this case. It seems more of a Dimension Door is probably your best bet.
You can save the spell slots if you want me to use the gem. I can use it.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you do that?
Yep.
You can take me with you, though. I'll grab your hand.
But does it work taking with somebody? Or I don't know how this works.
This is a different question. Gord, you can advise. People can teleport inside with Dimension Door, or they can use it to dispel the wall.
Okay, use it to dispel the wall. Sorry.
Yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'll take out the gem and try not to think about me going with it.
You just kind of crush and like fist on the gem and try to focus on creating a door on the wall. And as you use the magic, the wall fades as the door kind of opens up and it crackles. The next wall is blue. Arcana check.
Okay, roll in Arcana.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not... You roll one too?
Yeah.
I got 15.
Gord, you can do the same.
18.
Good wait on Gord here.
What do I roll? D20?
Arcana.
Arcana. What have you in Arcana?
I just kicked the bottom of my chair. Oh, it hurt.
Ow.
Sorry, what do I roll? I didn't hear.
Arcana on your skills.
Yeah, go skills, Arcana at the top. Yeah.
16.
You guys are having trouble on this one, but Lavender, it seems to be elemental in base. It seems cold in terms of like what damage it is. Destroying it, you're not sure exactly how. However, it seems to be in line with some of the first layers.
So try fire. You try fire bolt, and I'll try some thunder damage on it.
So I shoot a firebolt.
Okay. Roll and attack. You're running out of time.
I'll use thunderclap on it.
Thunderclap is
14.
thunder. Go ahead and roll damage. 14 does not hit. It just kind of scatters off it.
13.
Oh shoot, that was my damage. I should have rolled a d20, right?
So hit that actually.
Oh, hit this. Okay.
I did 13 thunder damage to it.
Wow, it was 14.
No effect with thunder.
Okay, so maybe it's fire. Anyone
20.
else?
20 will
Must
hit,
have fire.
14 points of damage. The fire does seem to crack through.
Anyone else have fire damage? Keep using firebolt. You just keep hitting it.
Okay. Should I use something bigger? 19.
Maybe
roll
not yet.
30.
Okay, that's enough. As you smash into it with your firebolt, this wall breaks free. An indigo layer is replaced. Arcana checks.
Arcana, baby. Let's roll it. Nope.
I would say Allie and I are in the back just getting ready to fight something in case we have to bust through and kick some ass.
22.
22 for lab.
22 is enough to know this is dispelled with bright light, the equivalent of like a daylight spell or more.
Anybody got some bright light?
Anyone?
Doesn't Aetherius have that?
Everyone close your eyes. I'm going to use my Aetherius on it.
Okay.
I've never used this before, so I'm going to use Aetherius's ability called... where the fuck is it? Just can do it. Each creature flash brightly with the light of the Summer Queen. Each creature you can see within 30 feet must succeed on a DC con save or become blinded for a minute.
I say that works. It is essentially like casting Dawn or the daylight spell. And as everyone, you shroud your eyes. Valentine with Aetherius out. You watch as the indigo just replaced finally with a violet.
Arcana's, baby. Roll
Arcana.
it. Ooh, really good for me. 28 because of -2.
5.
Val, dispel magic.
Who has the spell magic? Someone?
Me.
Mage's Bane?
Yeah, but I have to roll very well, and I'm gonna need help because my intelligence is trash.
I inspire
I
you.
inspire you.
I'll do it.
Okay, you can do it.
Seconds left. Go.
I inspire you. Go, Mary, go!
A natural 18.
Natural 19?
Natural 18 plus 7 plus 1.
Mary, you just rush up, eyes just say fuck it to the light, and just with bringing Mage's Bane down, you focus not on the strike, but on dispelling the magic, on imbuing Mage's Bane and just trying to shatter this violet light and trying to shatter through. It works. Carval is on the inside. You see a split in the ground 10 feet wide that he is hovering over top of, and you see this energy is kind of like rising up over him like a fountain, and it's just this like rising green and blue and white energy that is kind of rising up and then kind of coming down, catching in his hands, and you can see between his hands a gate gem. He's just holding it aloft. Valentine, Lavender, Gord. He's got 3 words left.
Silence, 120 feet.
He forced himself to drop and counterspell, but in the act of dropping, I need everyone to roll initiative.
God, we can't do this fight right now, though. We can't do this fight. Oh my God.
Great, I got a 5. So, 5 stay alive, baby.
It is getting close to 5 o'clock. Let's roll initiative, and maybe we pick up at this fight at another.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I wanted to just sneak attack, disintegrate.
Rolled 16.
Okay, let's get everyone's initiatives. Gord, 16.
Okay.
Lav, 5. Go ahead, just shout it out.
So my -2 applies to initiative as well, right?
Yep.
So 21.
Technically an ability check.
You said 22, Kev?
26.
Oof, Jesus. Mary Alley.
10.
18.
Ooh.
Okay. We see you, Carval.
All right. So, the prismatic wall falls. Mary, you are the closest. But Val, as you try and silence the necromancer, he's just forced to shut you down and backhand that silence out of the air. But in his frustration and utter failure, no matter what, the silence stops the spell ends anyways. The spell fizzles, and you just watch that kind of cascade of light. The gate gem kind of drops into his hand as he finishes counterspelling, catches it, begins kind of tucking it away, and with the wand of Orcus just kind of spinning around, we'll see what happens.
Damn!
Next time.
We'll see what happens next time.
Thanks for tuning in. Join us next time as the Wildcards fight for their lives in the long-dreaded rematch with the necromancer Carval. There'll be a new episode up every Tuesday, so stay tuned. But until then, keep exploring.